it when we get
How much developmental land y'all think is in Wellington right now?
there is.
Good morning, everyone.
1,500 acres.
Sorry for that slight delay, but we'll go ahead and get started. Before we do, let me kind of read through our role as a board and kind of the way the meeting will go today. Okay, so we're the 2025 Board of Equalization and Review for Union County. We have been appointed by the county commissioners to hear all taxpayers with respect to concerns/complaints regarding the valuation of their property for tax purposes. Property owners appearing before the Board of Equalization and Review have a right to a fair and equitable hearing. The Board of Equalization and Review has been charged with ensuring that the proper legal principles have been applied in a valuation dispute for tax purposes. So when we get started, and the way this will work, the county will come forward and just locate the property, and we'll all be looking at the same property on the monitor, okay? They will then have a seat. You will come forward. Make sure you're speaking into the mic. And the book you have there is the same book we have here, okay? At that time, you'll go ahead and present your information to the board, and we ask that you hold it to 10 minutes, if you can. When you get to about 8 minutes, the clerk will give us like a 2-minute warning, okay? After you present your information, members of the board will have an opportunity to ask questions of you. You'll then have a seat. The county will come forward. They'll present their information, and then we'll have a chance to ask the county questions just as we did you. After they have a seat, we will give you about a 5-minute time frame if you need it for a final rebuttal/comments, okay? Please keep in mind the meeting is being recorded, and if you have any sales data that you're presenting, it needs to be as of 1/1/25 or prior to. Now, the county will pretty much be coming forward with comparable sales from 2023 and 2024. You know, you get back into 2022, 2021, it's just going to be too old, okay? Any questions that you have need to be directed to me as chairman. The board will, after we hear all the cases on the agenda, we'll go into the deliberation phase of the hearing. You're welcome to stay if you like, but typically, after we finish the deliberation phase and all the decisions are made, you'll be notified by the county within about 30 days. By statute, the burden of proof is on the taxpayer to demonstrate that the assessment is erroneous. Only individual taxpayers or licensed residential or certified real estate appraisers licensed to do business in North Carolina may express an opinion of value of real property. No other persons, whether attorney in fact, attorneys at law, or corporate representatives, are entitled to express an opinion of value of real property. So are there any questions before we get started? And we'll try to keep it as relaxed as we can, but we got to have a semblance of order as we roll through this. So with that, if you could silence your cell phones, and we'll get started.
All right, good
Okay.
morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for bearing with us this
Okay,
morning.
that's all right. We're good.
All right, so we are going to begin with hearing number 1. This is for property key number 06096002D. The taxpayer is Gregory and Sandra Moosen, and they are present today.
Okay.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Nick Parker for the county. We are going to look at 3849 Beulah Church Road this morning. I've gone out a little bit. I believe this is Lake Providence right here, Beulah Church Road, just to give you a little bit of reference. And then here's where Beulah Church intersects with Antioch Church Road right here. And I'm going to kind of go in a little bit. That's 12 Mile, where 12 Mile intersects with Beulah Church. And then we go up a little bit further. And this is the appellant's parcel here. Is that view all right for you? Would you like a different angle?
I think that's
fine.
good for me, along with the pictures we've got in our book. I think that's
Okay.
good.
All right.
Okay. Good morning, Mr., is it Musson?
Musson.
Musson, okay. Good morning.
I had the pleasure of being before the board here in the past for the same property. And I appreciate you allowing me to come and talk to you folks today.
Make
Last
sure
time
you're talking into the mic there. You may have
Oh,
to
yeah.
move it up.
Last time I was presented with an appeal was in 2021. Completed the form, but because of some family complication, was unable to be here before the board. And like I said, I was here before the board in the past. And what I wanted to present to y'all was that the property that I have is on a septic system. There is no sewer available for this property. It's on well water. It was surveyed by the health department where it would only allow one house. Even though it's over 3 acres, only one house can be put on that property because of the inability to have sewer.
How many acres?
3 point
Yeah,
something.
okay.
Yeah. In the event that sewer does come along, and we would want to put additional homes on there, the zoning from Weddington would make it extremely difficult because this piece of property has been combined with two other properties, one from Reese Gibson and the other one from Preacher Keith. So they deem it as subdivided, as a subdivision if you were to do it again. So the probability of that is really low as far as it being subdivided. I want to just give this to her. It's the septic permit where it says only one house can be built on.
I think we got that. Yeah, I think we have this on page 15 in the book.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I was basing my values on of the property, looking at it as one lot. If you look at the properties that adjoin this property, from the properties in Gatewood, 06, I'm giving you property numbers, 06096043. It has a land value of $67,900. 06096044 has a land value of $69,800. 06096045 has a land value of $69,300. These homes in Gatewood are similar to my house. That's a 3+2 house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, vinyl sided house. If you go over to Greystone, that runs down the one side of that property. I'll just start off with this property here. It's right on the corner, 06096148. It's got a land value of $105,600. Coming on down, 06096147 has a property value of $96,900. And then the three other properties coming down that line there, all similar in value. Those homes there in Greystone are pretty much brick houses, or they have a brick face with a vinyl side on two sides. Weddington Down is the other property that's across Beulah Church. It's 06096154. It's got a land value of $131,000 for the lot. The property that doesn't hit ours, that's, what'd they call that? Reese sold that property, Hadley Park. Those values are considerably higher, and I do not have information on that. They've got a common area that divides our property from theirs. If you continue down Beulah Church, the other land that was sold off to individuals on Reese's property, Those land values are considerably less than the ones that I stated here. So based on the inability to build additional houses and being on a septic, being on a well, and the average price of the other properties around me, more importantly Gatewood, because that's kind of where our house falls into. That's how I came up with the number.
Okay, and so your opinion of values, is that what I'm looking at here, 475,000?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And what I did is, I'm not disputing the value of the house that you guys came
It's in
up
the
with.
land.
It was 180 a foot. And I'm just going off of what the values over in Gatewood, the adjoining properties, with a similar house on one lot would be valued at.
Okay.
And the average from the assessor's office has been around $70,000.
Let me see if members of the board have questions for you, Mr. Musson. Mr. O'Keefe?
I just, we went through a lot of numbers there. I'm just wondering, is there a sheet in here that you submitted, or is it simply the?
No, it's just the homes that adjoin this property here.
And you got their land value from public records?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and.
Current.
But there's no table here or anything like that?
Sir?
There's no table or anything like that we should be looking at? I've got the copy of the septic permit, but I don't have you rattled off 69,900, 69,300, 105, 600. These are all properties around you
That touch this property.
that touch
Yes.
the property?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Smith?
Well, I assume you're talking about the property that I showed, well, below you, where it has the cul-de-sac, that neighborhood, is that the one you're talking about?
No.
Or the one above that's off of
Yeah.
Greystone? Which one are you talking about? Sure.
Can y'all make that a little bit bigger for us? We'd like to
Okay.
find out where these
So
lots
what
are.
I'm referring to is where the sand's at. Is that coming up? Okay. So these properties here, all that actually touch.
Okay.
And then it does nothing, this is a common area. So this is
Right.
For that subdivision.
that's a different, yeah. So like all these right here, I picked out all of those.
What about the ones that you didn't pick out?
Pardon me?
Did you look into those that you didn't pick out? You know, like those.
Oh, yeah. Everything so pretty much everything in Gatewood, Greystone, and Weddington Downs have similar prices
Per lot.
per
The
lot.
per lot
Correct.
average, this is the per lot land
Yep.
value.
Yep, if you look at that, yep.
And they varied
what's-
some, correct?
Sir?
60 odd to 100 odd?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Now, what I do find very interesting is that you go up the street to Weddington Matthews Road, completely different number.
Yeah.
Completely different, and I don't understand why. I mean, I don't know how you guys come up with it, but
In what way is it completely different?
3 times higher,
Theirs is 3 times higher than yours.
Is
yes.
that Twin Oaks?
Yep,
Whatever it is. Twin
I think going the other way is what he's talking about.
Okay, going that way.
toward-
Go-
that's
to the
something
west.
else, I mean, that's just a topic you guys can,
Yeah.
you know,
But
discuss later.
what you, in my opinion, looking at this, because all these other ones are roughly an acre, I assume, around you. Because it's Weddington, they've
Right.
got to be an acre. You got 3 odd acres. You can build one house on it, so it seems like to me the value should be, in my opinion, looking at this, of a 1 acre lot and the rest of it's excess land at some reduced value. That
Well,
would be
and-
my personal way of looking at this.
And I've been before the board before,
Yeah,
I've appealed this, you've sided with me in the past.
yeah,
Why I have to continue to come up here and appeal
Yeah.
every time is beyond me. This is gonna be my 3rd time,
yeah.
and you side with me every time.
Right.
So that's something I'd also like
Yeah.
to be
I will
addressed
say
as
also,
well.
you have an odd-shaped lot. It's,
Well, it came from Preacher Keith and Reese Gibson. He owned all that land there. And what happened is because there's water behind there, he said, I can never develop that. I'm just gonna pretty much give it to you. And you can't, and because it's, you can't put a septic within 70 feet of the water.
right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just limited. I mean, I'd love to build a house there for my kids.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Yep.
All right.
Anything else?
Let's see, Mr. Benjamin, questions?
Yeah, I want to hear what county has to say,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Ashcraft? No questions. Okay. All right, Mr. Musson, if you would have a
Thank you.
seat, and then I'm going to let the county present their information, then I'll give you a chance after they present for
All
a
right.
quick rebuttal.
Thank you
if
very
need to.
much.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here, if you don't mind, please. So first and foremost, we're comparing apples and oranges. All of these lots that we are discussing around him are within neighborhoods, and they're priced accordingly. His lot is in rural Weddington. So we have priced it like other rural Weddington lots. All of these other lots, again, are basically 1 acre lots versus his 3.63 acre lots. So that's number one. Number two, the appellant hasn't provided us with any information at all concerning comparable sales. We have no information from the appellant disproving our value at all, except the fact that he is on a one-house lot, which is what we price our lots at, okay? We price lots based on one home per lot within the county. So I think those are the main 2 points. Our comps are on page 30. We've used other rural lots with similar lot prices. Obviously, in Weddington, it's hard to come by larger acreage lots. We did combine Marvin and Weddington rural this year as a whole for the reappraisal. And that's all I have, gentlemen.
Okay. Mr. Parker, let me see if there's any questions there. Mr. Smith?
Question. I know, like, my neighborhood, we have 50-odd houses from 1 acre to 4.5 acres. How would you, because it's in a neighborhood, you price it as one house per lot? This not being technically in a neighborhood goes into a different category, is what you're saying?
I'm sorry, can you elaborate a little bit?
My house is in a neighborhood.
Right.
I'm just trying to compare things, okay?
Sure.
And I have 4 odd acres.
Okay.
Okay. A lot of it's unusable floodplain, whatever. And it seems to me that I get priced like a lot. You know what I'm saying? With some adjustment for size.
Are you rural or are you in a
No,
neighborhood?
I'm in a subdivision.
So do we have you priced as a lot
Yeah, you
plus
got
acreage?
me. I believe it's priced as a subdivision
Okay,
because it's a good bit lower than this.
so within your, and again, I'm going off what you're telling
Yeah.
me, but it sounds to me, based on the fact that there's an acreage variance in your neighborhood.
Right.
That we would probably have a constant for each lot.
Yeah.
And then we would add an acreage value
Yeah.
per size.
Right.
To
But it's
make sure
not
that
at
we're
the
equitable.
But it's not at the same rate as the 1 acre calculation, I can tell you that.
Correct, because within certain neighborhoods, we're not going to have vacant lot sales.
Yeah.
So if we don't have vacant lot sales, then we're going to use allocation and basically take 20% of the sale prices within the neighborhood
Okay.
to come up with the value of the land.
Value of the land.
Okay? In this particular case, because he's considered rural Weddington, we've used rural sales within the Weddington and Marvin area to come up with an equitable calculation for all rural property throughout the area.
What makes this rural? Is it just the fact that it's not in a named subdivision?
To the best of my knowledge,
That's correct. It's
Is
not
that
in
it?
a platted neighborhood.
Yep.
Even though everything's developed around it and it is a lot that's been
Well, everything
developed.
is not
I'm
developed.
just trying to clarify how this works because this to me is very confusing.
Right. I think I can clarify for
I
everybody.
think it's just because it's not in the platted subdivision.
It's not a platted subdivision, but being inside a platted subdivision comes with certain securities as far as restrictions being with that subdivision. It comes with certain amenities depending on the subdivision you're in. So being within a platted subdivision is completely different than being a lot outside. You're not afforded the same securities, if you will, on your property, and restrictions and limitations. They command a different value.
Which are attractive to some. I mean,
Yes,
Right.
which are very attractive
Yeah.
to some people.
Yeah.
Some people
Yeah.
prefer the other, some people
Right.
prefer not to have HOAs restricting them.
hear it all the time.
very
Right.
darn
Some
good.
people prefer the privacy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
So, going back to that, I look at this, and if you go up that way, those lots across the road, are they deemed rural?
So that
Those
lot,
big lots up
yeah,
there?
that lot, well, don't move it, please.
Oh.
That lot right there,
Not
at an
there,
angle.
Up above?
yeah, up above, right, the one that's kind of shaped like a Z or an
Yeah.
S. That one is priced exactly like the subject as far as same methodology. All those, just like the one just to the south west of this property, just the other side of the pond, will be priced at the same methodology as this one. Anything that's not in a platted subdivision will all be priced from the same table, the
Well, I was
same.
asking above the road.
Right, that's what I'm saying, the one above the
Talking
road,
about here's
that one right
everything.
there is
Yeah.
priced, would be the same.
Same methodology as
Right,
this one.
exactly,
And those 3 or 4 other ones on the road would be the same way?
correct,
Because they're not in a subdivision?
correct.
Okay. Okay.
okay. Mr. Benchy?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Why, the petitioner indicated that the county had upheld his cases in the past. Why did the board or the county uphold his appeals in the past?
I can't answer that. That was in 2021. I didn't even work for the county at the time, so I'm not sure what the answer is.
Different board.
I'm sorry.
Does the county know? Why was his appeals upheld in the past? Do we have a record of that? And why?
Each reappraisal stands on its own, and the board for that reappraisal year makes that decision. I can't speak to the board's mindset decision. I mean, some of the same members are the same, the majority of this board is not the same.
Yeah.
But each reappraisal cycle stands on its own schedule of values.
Okay.
2021 was a completely different market than the current market as well, so.
Okay, and was the lot was viewed the same back then as a rural lot back then as well, correct? So that piece hasn't changed. Okay. Is some of the value that the county is assessing, does that have anything to do with bringing the value to a current state of value that maybe it may have been undervalued before, and you all are making sure that it's, according to you all, properly valued now?
Well, I don't know if it was undervalued or not currently. I mean, the formula that we're using now is current sales, current market value, based on similar comparables. So we have similar comparables to this, similar size, similar grade, similar quality within the area. So that's how we're coming up with our current market value for this particular property and throughout the county.
So when the petitioner looks at a lot of these other homes, that's where you determine it's not apples to apples, but apples to oranges, because he's rural status and they're platted subdivision status?
Correct. He's asking us to look at neighborhoods versus rural. He's asking us to look at 1 acre versus 3.63 acres outside of a neighborhood. I mean, we're looking at two different animals, so to speak.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you,
Boy,
sir.
I'm in a neighborhood.
Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm going to the card sheet, page 34. In the 221 appeal, no change. BR appeal, adjusted it down. But the comps, I'm just going through them, these look like they're good, I mean, I got no questions, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah, I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Mr. Ashcraft?
Nick,
Sir?
on this, these comps that you have, and I'm looking at page 31,
Yes, sir.
the comp one says 4 acres, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. In that 4 acres, is there no perk? Can it only be one house? And I guess we can say the same thing for the other ones. I would assume it would, I don't know, but I'm just asking in that light. I see you have a sale here, and I just don't, the fact that it can't perk, it's probably been the issue for a long time. But now that you actually have these comps that says this is what land value is for 4 acres with a house, and it's whatever, $464,000. Is there, I guess you can't find out which ones perk and which ones don't, do you? The land.
As far as multiple homes? Multiple
Yes.
home sites?
Yeah, like, look over here on this at the top right, left-hand side of the screen. You see how that land is right there? You know, of the screen,
Top right?
left?
Top
Yeah,
left.
Left, whoa, right there.
Yes,
That's
sir.
winner. How many acres do you think that is?
Oh, I'd say it's very comparable, about the same.
Okay, I'm willing to say that too. And do you think that person only built one house because the rest of it didn't perk?
I can't answer that, unfortunately. I'm sorry, I wish I could.
I agree. What happens to be the county's land value for that parcel that we got the hand on? Okay, it's 06096099A,
516,900.
516,900.
For
How
the
many
land?
acres is it?
Was that just for the land?
5.01. That's just the land value.
So
how
that,
big is it?
that one's not much.
5.01.
Okay. If that's the county's value on that one, which is not in a subdivision, is that what you're saying to me?
Correct,
Because it's not, that one, the county has a value of 500,
correct.
all right, for 5 acres. This one that's under appeal right now has
3.6.
443 with 3.6.
122.
So I
Seems like
that,
100 acres.
that's real close. That's a
Equitable.
common
Yeah,
closeness
and it should
as
be
far as
100,
that
I
goes.
believe.
You don't even have to
You know
move
what
them
I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
And then that other one right beside it, right, that has a swimming pool, 9099. What's the land value and how many acres? Because it's not in the subdivision, is it? Right,
I'll have to verify that.
it's not in the subdivision. Okay. And then, if you look at this one, he has a pond on it, partial ownership of a pond.
It's a water view,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which would be very
I mean, that's
desirable.
kind of beneficial, comparing to those lots.
Sure.
So that's
Actually,
why
as
I'm
a
trying.
fountain.
That's why I'm trying to touch those lots and just kind of compare.
Yeah.
Acreage wise, whatever, go ahead.
Good point.
Mr. Ashcraft,
Yep.
the acreage on the property with the pool is
Yes.
2.5 acres, 2.5 acres.
Land value?
Land value is 364.
I don't have any more questions. That's not in the subdivision, it's right next door,
Okay.
okay?
Any other questions?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, if you don't mind. Those comps, each of those comps, 1 all the way to 4, are they in subdivisions or you made sure they were in rural?
Comp number 4, I believe, is in a subdivision. Comps 1 through 3, which are weighted the heaviest, are not in subdivisions.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Let me have one more question.
Okay, Mr. Smith.
And that'd be for the county. Why is there variance in the value per acre, those two you just mentioned, with the pool and the one that's a little bigger next to it? Why is there probably a 20% value difference in the
Pretty close.
value per acre?
Right. So on the market scale, when you plot your sales, it's not a 10,000 per acre, if you will, consistent, across the board. As acreage goes up from 1 acre to 100 acres, it's not going to be the same increment all the way throughout. It's a curve. So the amount per acreage changes as the size of the tracts change, the adjustments. That's just how the market works.
So the bigger one, how many acres was it again? 5.
5,
And the subject property here is 4 and
3, something.
3.5?
3.63.
3.6. And the one with the pool is 2.5.
2.5.
Dutch, I've got another question. Come back.
Thank you.
Mr. Ashcraft?
Let me ask y'all this. 06096321, which is part of that lake, and it goes in a shape odd and all that good stuff. So, how many acres is that? And how much is it?
I believe
I mean,
that's
we're just
common
comparing
area,
it.
if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
for the
that's what I was
neighborhood.
assuming.
Say what?
I believe that's common area for the neighborhood.
Which neighborhood is
It
that?
is, that's HOA for Hadley Park.
Oh, it's part of the one below it. They just haven't built out on it.
Well, they can.
It's HO, common area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's got a creek and floodplain, everything, probably.
It
That's
probably
why they
has.
made it common area,
Yeah, that's probably why.
open
Topo.
space requirement.
Okay. I didn't know it's part of the common here. I thought this was it down here. How about 0696, what is it, 007 or 2C? The one in front, right beside it, how many acres is that? What's the land value on that? We might as well stick right close to the property,
Right beside it.
It's right beside it.
because it's not in a subdivision either.
No. It's probably an acre and a half, I bet. Acre to acre and a half. I don't know.
1.7?
This part of Weddington has.
No,
1.1
Assessed value is 242.
for the land.
Yes, basically 1 acre, 242.
1 acre?
Yeah, 242, that's the standard in town.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Parker.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay. Mr. Musson, any final comments?
Just some clarification on the two properties you were talking about with the pool and the other one right next to it. That's in the Greystone subdivision, number one. And part of the, what they call the Gatewood subdivision, which is all down this road here. These houses right here are all part of the Gatewood subdivision, though clearly on Beulah Church Road. So, and it's tough for you. I mean, I agree. I'm not rural anymore. I've been out there going on 4 decades. I mean, I used to, my dogs could run free, and I've lost 3. in the
And
last
you got
10
all
years.
those, you got all those platted subdivisions around.
Oh,
it.
they're all around. I mean, I've known the Helms, the Delaney's, everybody that had farmland out there.
Yeah.
Reese, I remember it used to be 10,000 an acre, and then it went to 25. We were all shocked on that.
Yeah.
Then it went to 80.
Yeah.
You know, and now we're at here. And what shocks me with this property here, Kathy, who lives there, and I've known her since Preacher Keith died, you said that was $240,000 for one. I mean, y'all got to look at this,
Yeah.
because if that's 242 and this guy over here is at 100 or under 100, you got me valued at over 100. I mean, there's something wrong with yeah, I mean, I know you guys have a hard job to do with assessing values. I mean, I get it.
We got, you know.
But I
that's-
mean,
yeah,
there's,
yeah. There's, as you can tell, there's been a lot of discussion on it, and when we get into the deliberation phase, you know.
right. But I appreciate you listening to me, and
Okay.
I know there's a lot of talk going on here.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
a lot of concern about what's going on. But thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Buston.
All right.
Mr. Chairman, I verified the tract that the gentleman was speaking about and saying that it was in Greystone community. It's not a platted
Lot.
subdivision lot.
Right.
It's just a tract that was sold out.
It looks like it's in there.
But it's not.
But it's not a platted
Yeah,
lot. Yeah,
so it's not.
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. All righty, Madam Clerk.
All right, we are going to skip to hearing number 3. This is going to be for Anand and Pinal Patel. And Mrs. Patel is present today. This is for property key number 06204240.
Good morning, Mrs. Patel. I think the county's going to locate the property
Okay.
first, okay? Just, you're good.
This is in Providence Downs. If you look at the map on page 9, it's sort of where Crane Road and Newtown Road come together. There's a gated community there, and that's where this is located. You go with the aerial map.
Can y'all spread it out, or, yeah, spread it out so I can just keep going? Let's see. All right. Okay, there's
There's
Newtown.
Crane Road.
Okay, now I see Newtown.
There's Newtown.
And Crane Road, got
There's
it.
a gate right there.
I'm good now,
I'm
thanks.
good.
Yeah, not too far from the school.
Everybody good?
Good.
Good,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
All right. Okay, Ms. Patel, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, thank you for having me here. I appreciate the time that you're all taking today.
Yeah.
And I'm here to just reevaluate and get your help here to address the property assessment that I have received for 9214 Unbridled Lane.
Bend that mic down a little bit.
Am I
There we go.
Oh, am I too loud or?
No.
Okay.
Need it louder.
Okay, sure. So I'm here for my property, my home on 9214 Unbridled Lane, which is assessed, that I understand and believe that it's not assessed at a fair market value. And I did look at the comps that were aligned for the property assessment. So I'll just pick one right across my home, right across the street. That is the comp number 3 that I'm assessed against or compare against. They're my neighbors who moved in a year and a half ago. That house have been on and off on the market that I have been living since here on from 2014. So I kind of have the history of that house and why is it not comparable. It's not apple to apple there. Given that the house that right across the street, 9213 Unbridled Lane, is hugely renovated from head to toe. Complete flooring renovation, complete kitchen renovation, complete windows, complete roof renovation, along with a pool that was added, and now it's a brand-new home, upgraded from 2004 or 5 build. versus my home, which is maintained but has no upgrades since it was built, right? So we still maintain and live in the same house that was built. So if I need to bring that to a market value, I have to go through all the upgrades before even I could say that my house can be assessed fairly right across the street at the same price. So that is one point that I have. The second one, I probably want us to look at comp number 4, which is also in my neighborhood, also assessed at whatever price that it is. And if you look at there are stagnant sales in our neighborhood, which is divided into 4 sections. Not every section is valued or is desirable equally, right? So main section, Man of War, goes very quickly at a higher price point versus Unbridled Lane or Skip Away. You can see a lot of stagnant sales. Even on my street, there have been many sales this year that were on sale, took it out after 6 to 8 months of no sales at all, and the Skip Away has been stagnant even with the price cut that we are continuing to see. So those are the only 2 comps I have which are not comparable to my home. The rest of the comps that I'm seeing, approximately a mile away, are on an upgraded, upscaled neighborhood with an expansive homes of Providence down South community. It is not even my neighborhood. And those houses are way beyond my league, way beyond expansive. So I can't compare that for my property assessment. And just one only example that I would take is right across the street that I have, 9213, which is a lot more upgraded, head to toe, as I have been there for over 10 years, and I've seen that house go through a lot of renovation, complete renovation, and different owners, and the final sale that landed to this price. So even to get to that, I would be looking at another 300 to 400,000 upgrade to get to the market value. So I just really appreciate all of your help to look into that, right? Not comparing just the land size, just the build, number of square footage or whatever it is that you're looking at. Also, the maintainability, the upgrades that goes with it over the years does not allow me to pay that much of assessed value. So
Okay.
that's what I have.
All right, let me see if members of the board have questions. Mr. Ashcraft?
Yes, your house, when did you buy it?
2014.
2014?
Uh-huh.
And you didn't actually get your house appraised, did you?
We did.
But that was in 2014, is that correct?
That's right. And
You
then,
haven't refinanced since then?
no.
Okay. Ma'am, just, I don't have any more questions at this time.
Okay. Mr. Benson?
One of the things about upgrades, right, is that, for example, a bathroom gets upgraded. I mean, is it usable, right? Whether it's usable at you know, with the regular toilet, or it's somebody get a gold toilet, it's still, those items have to be there. So in assessing value, that might work for one end. For example, if somebody wanted to sell the home, but in terms of taxing and assessing tax value on the home, it may not always be that way. So, you know, you're in your mind, because they got all these upgrades, it's okay for them to have a higher value, more so than you feel like you've maintained your home and didn't get, let's say, a chandelier for a light. You feel as though your value should be less. Is that a good part of your argument?
That is part of my argument. I'm not saying that my home is not functional, right? All that I wanted to add is that you look at 20 years of aging for that one home versus if I need to put that home on market, or if I need to bring it to that fair value of the market that we want to, if we want to assess it at that, it deserves that level of upgrade, right, to bring it to that. I have a 20-year-old car. I can't go and sell for a 2025 car, right, at that same price, because that has gone through the aging period, right? So that's all. Both drives very well, but yes, it's not the apple to apple.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Smith,
I have no questions.
Mr. O'Keefe?
No questions, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Patel. Let us hear, if you would have a seat, we'll hear from the county, and then I'll give you a chance to come back, for any final comments.
Okay, sure.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
All right, so we've already been over the map. I would just, there's a picture of the subject property. There's a picture on page 3. There's also a picture on page 12. The appeal part of it, what was provided to us is on page 3 and 7. The market analysis that we completed is on pages 27 and 29. So with this particular house, it is a basement home. So in the Providence Downs community, there's different sections in there. There's just not that many basement homes. So what I did was comp 1 is a basement house and comp 5 is a basement house. And then 2, 3, and 4, those particular comps, there's 2 of them here that are, one of them's 300 feet away, one's 480 feet away, and the other one is 1,700 feet away. So I tried to use a combination of basement homes and homes that were relatively close in distance. As far as the condition of I think it was comp 3 she had mentioned, we have it as average. That may or may not be exactly accurate. I don't know of any updates, but I didn't actually see any photos, interior photos or anything like that on that property. But based on those 5 comps, we've got a value of $1.75 million.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Acton. Mr. Ashcraft?
So, Jay, you got some comps here, and I'm glad you brought up the thing about a basement, because when I was looking at the photo of the house, I'm thinking, well, wow, that was really, a small house, but it says on here that it's 5,544 square feet. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, as far as I
All
know.
right. And this house itself was built in 204, which she bought in 214, is that correct? Or,
Oh, that, based on the
Effective-
data I'm looking at, yes, that appears correct.
because I got to make sure I'm on the right page. All right. And then-
Page 28,
Yep, that's what I'm on.
yep.
And so then we go across, and these comps, they're all pretty much 204 houses built, same time.
Yeah,
207.
204 to 207,
And then
210.
Yep, and 205. So they're all about the same, and square footage, 5,700, right? 36, that's just comp 1.
Yeah, I mean, there is going to be a variance there.
Yeah, I understand that. There's
Try to
not-
be, some of them try to be larger, try to use some smaller.
Right,
With the basements, it's a little harder because there's just a limited number.
but that's, okay, I don't have any questions.
Okay. Mr. Minchin?
How much, my turn?
Yeah.
How much does upgrades play in assessment?
It will have an effect on market value, for sure. Normally, when a house is updated or upgraded, it just depends on the amount of updates and upgrades. But generally speaking, if there's a permit pulled, then when they pull the permit, we get we get notified and we go and visit the property. It's not 100%. I don't know that we've gotten a permit on that one, but we may have, and it may have not been deemed enough to change the condition, so.
Yeah, that was, Mr. J, that was gonna be my next question. At what level of upgrade is needed to provide a sufficiency in the change of assessment?
So we would change the grade. That's where we would start at. You know, so all of these homes, let's see, all of them I think are graded. The condition is
As an average?
average. Yes,
Right.
sir. So if we went out to a property and let's say in this community and there was a kitchen and bath updates, you know, maybe one bath was updated, then we may change it to good. If it's a total rehab, it might be very good, or it may even be excellent. You know, if they completely, you know,
Renovate the inside.
renovated it, did the floors, did the bathrooms, painted it, painted the outside or whatever, landscaped. But it does have an effect, especially in this area. It would have an effect on it.
So when we're sitting here today and we're looking at these comparables and the condition is averaged, then you all have deemed that each one of these homes and these comparables are average as far as their grade is concerned.
As far as we know, yes. You know, there's over 100,000 houses in Union County, so, you know, some of them we may be off on. Either way, we may have it overgraded or we may have it undergraded. Just like the values. That's just kind of part of it. We just try to be fair and try to look at it in a case-by-case.
No, because I'm just, you know, this isn't just a case for today, but today the petitioner weighed heavily in her dissertation about having said knowledge of the various upgrades of the neighboring house across the street. And so I was just trying to assess, you know, how much pull does that have?
And she may be exactly right, but we don't know that. And she provided no pictures for us of her house or, you know, of the neighboring house as well. So,
Thank you, Mr. J. Appreciate that
Yes, sir.
tutelage.
Mr. Smith?
Question, I believe, and I may be wrong, that when you pull a permit, it has an estimated value of the improvement, doesn't it?
in a lot of cases, yes.
Yeah.
It would be
I
on
figured
there.
it- I
Yep.
figured it did, because I know when I rebuilt my deck, how much?
It is definitely a
Yeah.
question on there.
Yeah,
Now, whether they fill it out correctly or,
yeah. But y'all use that data to,
we have access to that data, yes. Normally, we're just notified, but we can go on and confirm the, you know, the building permits and such.
right. And then my other question is, it looks like you deem all these houses, or even this area, quality-wise, I guess it was called quality.
Quality, yes,
of-
excellent.
Of excellent. Now, when you get a 20-year-old home, does it stay excellent and then you just downgrade the condition?
Yes,
Is that how
sir.
you do it? That's
Yeah.
what-
The quality remains the same, I mean,
Yeah,
unless there's significant improvements either way.
yeah.
Or maybe there's a remodel and it should be, you know, there's,
And then the condition changes one way.
Yeah,
The
or
condition
and the
probably
quality
slowly
can
goes
change as well.
down unless you remodel, then it goes back up.
yeah.
That was my question. Thank
Normally,
you.
it stays the same.
Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Exton.
Thank you.
Ms. Patel, any final comments?
Not more to add, but I appreciate the time, and one point that I got you all thinking, right? And I love my neighbor. The comps that I've given here. The upgrades, I hear the comment that there were no pictures provided. Well, I think I just want to add that commentary verbally, that the house across that I'm compared against is fully renovated, head to toe, brand new windows, brand new roof, brand new kitchen entirely done, all the bathrooms, entire floor, and added pool, and with completely white background or white paint that you see nowadays, the new trend. That got that home really pulled a buyer in, but I have seen a history, that home sitting on the market for over 2 years, 3 years, in the history, multiple times, couldn't sell. As I said, my neighborhood has 4 sections. Some sections, like main sections of Man of War, goes like this. When comes to unbridled or a skip away, house can be on market even today, in this year that has happened, can sit for 8 months and not sell, even with the price cut that we want to go and sell. Well, I bought this home for my living. I want to raise my kids in a school zone. I want to retire here, right? And at some point, when my nest is empty, I'm going to go. At that point, yes, I would think about what it needs for me to sell. But at this point, I don't see a point of me to continue to upgrade it to a market level and pay something more. While it's still livable, I maintain it and I love my home and provide the care that it needs. So I really appreciate that you consider not just the numbers that are showing up on the market, but also go and look at it, how every home and across the home street continues to see new buyers, right? Continues to see new owners, and they have their desires, so they love it. But for me, this is my home until I retire, right? So I really appreciate that you allow me to live here with a fair value, that I can raise my kids here. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Madam Clerk?
If you're okay with that, I think we need to request a 5-minute recess, if that's okay right now.
Okay.
If you don't
Sounds
mind.
good. Okay.
Thank you.
Take a 5-minute recess.
Thank you for reading my mind.
There it is.
I've been drinking that coffee.
Okay. All right, we'll call the meeting back to order, and with that, Madam Clerk.
All right, thank you. We will go to hearing number 7, which is for property key number 061111047. The taxpayer is Patricia Jones.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
So I'm going to show you on this map, I think it shows a little clearer for the location. This is Cuthbertson Road here. We sit right off of Providence Road. If you go down, this is where the Prescott Village is being built with the Wendy's and the Arby's and all of that right off of Providence Road. And this is the Deerfield Plantation subdivision off of, if you come down Ski Trail here, you turn on to Mill Pond, and it's located here. So I'll pull up, these are kind of, the lots are varied sizes in this neighborhood, so they're kind of long. I wanted to be able to zoom in on DevNet for you as close as I could.
So that's before you get to the Lowe's and all that stuff. That's before that intersection.
This is actually, yes, it's closer to Waxhaw, to downtown, like,
Okay,
yeah,
right,
you're coming
right.
out, and then the Wendy's and
Yeah.
Prescott Village would be further
Right,
closer,
right,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Jones.
I'm from Georgia originally, and I moved here in October of 2023 and bought this home. The home had a seller's credit of nearly $15K because the crawl space needed mold remediation and encapsulation. Well, it wasn't encapsulated. It was just had a dehumidifier in it and some insulation. So it knocked the real purchase price down to like $785K. The home was not in excellent condition. I came down and spent the night in it while I still was trying to sell my home in Georgia. And I remember looking out the window one morning and I said, this is going to need a lot of work. They didn't maintain it. It wasn't in good condition. It wasn't even average. It was below average. Since then, I've had the exterior painted, needed painting. I even got a non-renewal this past couple months ago from my insurance company citing my roof. So I started calling a bunch of roofers, thinking I needed a whole new roof in order to get homeowners insurance. And fortunately, one guy I called was very honest. And he said I didn't need a roof, but it needed maintenance. So he went and did the boots, did some vents, and they soft washed it. And I sent that information to my insurance company so I could have insurance. I don't have a garage. And a limb fell down on my car recently, so I was at the body shop for that. So I am going to try to find either get a carport or garage built so that that doesn't happen again. My basement is unfinished. And there was a lot of, when they did the painting, there was a lot of wood rot was discovered. I saw some on a deck railing that I myself fixed. So things are slowly coming up to bring this house up to standard. But it was definitely not maintained by the previous owners, in my opinion. I had maintained my home in Georgia. It was considered very well maintained when it went on the market. And it still sold for 18% under what the tax assessors assessed it at. I exchanged a lot of emails, et cetera, with Dana. I did my own spreadsheet comparing some of my neighbors' homes to mine. And then I ran those calculations through AI, which agreed with me. And I also used the 2025, it's a long document that I went through. The schedule of values, standard, and rules. I ran those numbers as well. I guess what I get stuck on is that the home right next to me, which is right here, is wood also. It's not brick. Most of the other homes are brick. Its assessment is, I think it was $792. Yeah, $792. It's a larger home, has a garage, finished basement, and for some reason mine keeps coming in higher. The last back and forth with the tax assessor's office, they sent some sale comparisons, which I looked at. And both of those, one was at Cricket Cove, which is not in this subdivision. Big Buck Trail was another home. It is in this subdivision. But both those homes were brick, both have garages. And the Cricket Cove was recently renovated and has upgraded interiors. It even has an accessory storage unit. But they listed Cricket Cove in very good condition and Big Buck Trail in average, and then mine they listed in excellent. So I just can't understand that, because it's not. It's not an excellent now. I hope to get it in excellent at some point, but it's going to take some work, and it's going to take a garage or carpet or carport or something to protect the cars, the vehicles. And the flooring inside in the kitchen is probably going to need to be taken up and redone. So this house that I'm in now is almost 40 years old. And I think its value is closer to the 800,000 amount, which is, still puts it up a little bit more than what I bought it for if you consider the seller's credit. So that's my presentation.
Okay, one point, yeah, go ahead, Mr. Ashcraft. Go ahead. I think we're on the same page. You understand the current value that the county has on your property is $815,300?
Yes,
Okay, is that where you were headed?
Yeah, because she bought it for 800.
Go ahead, if you have any questions. Yeah, go ahead.
well, I actually bought it for like $785 because of the seller's credit.
Yeah.
Because,
785.
yeah, because they had to come in and redo the whole crawl space down there. When you open it up, just, you had to step back. It smelled.
But you did make improvements.
Well, I had to, because otherwise you'd have a moldy house.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but you
Yeah.
made the improvement.
Yes,
So
yes.
it went from being a terrible moldy house to a nice house. Right?
It's a not so terrible house.
No. I just know it says it was paid $800,000 for it,
Right,
right? So in a year's time, the county has 815.
yes. But that's not how much it was to start off with. We've gone back and forth a lot.
I know you had to do work,
But,
cut cheaper or whatever, 600, 700, right? Because you had to do all this work to it.
Yes,
But
but,
you did the work,
yes.
and you don't have that problem anymore. So January 1 of '25, is it worth $815,000?
Well, I don't know. I thought my house in Georgia was worth more
I thought-
until I tried to sell it. And then I found out it was 18% less
We're
than the
not
assessed
Georgia,
value.
But what I'm asking you is, the information I just said, is that, if that's true, that's what, you did buy it for 800, did the work on it, and now, a year and a half later, it's at 815, so, I don't have any question.
Mr. Benchin.
Miss Patricia, your home is 7516 Mill Pond.
That's right,
The home at 75,
12.
well, I guess they got the subject, and then comp one is the same address, I guess.
That's a good comp. That's why number one,
Yeah.
you know, identical.
It's the same house.
It's the same house.
Yeah, it looks like the same,
It is
exact
the
same.
same house. It is, that's the comp that she bought
Yeah.
in 23.
Yeah,
I don't understand, what are you saying?
no,
But we can get the
You
county
have
cl-
that
we'll get the
attached
county
to your
clarified,
house as the comp number one in our book. And that's why I asked you those questions, because I wanted them to know that you bought the house in 1016.
23.
paid 800.
Well, I actually didn't, because there's a seller's credit. I paid $785. The seller credit reduced that, but because they had to do the remediation. Mhm.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll wait for the county. Thank you, Mr. Patricia.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. Smith,
I'm gonna wait for the county as well.
Mr. O'Keefe.
Waiting for the county.
Okay.
All right.
Ms. Jones, if you would have a seat, and we'll let the county present their information, then I'll give you a chance for any final comments, okay?
Good morning.
Good morning,
Morning.
Ms. Chastain.
So on page 66, you're already looking at those comps. 67, county has been very generous. We have allowed her sale to be the number one weighted comp to reduce this value. This home, before she purchased this home in 2020, it was completely renovated, the outside and the inside. So that's why the condition was changed. She did mention the quality. We lowered the grade of this house. That was the first adjustment that we made. Then we ran comparable sales and allowed her sale to be the number one comp, which brought it down to the 815.3. That's a 1.9% increase over that time period, which, as we know, the county has increased much more than that per year. So I feel like these comps are, number one is the excellent comp, and the other comps are also good, and I feel like that this is very generous of the county to lower it to this value.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Chastain. Let me see if members of the board have questions. Mr. Benson.
Thank you for that clarification. 'Cause, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Mr. Smith.
You could, being one of them was the actual sale, and then you have two others. You couldn't find any more comparables that would be reasonable to add in here? I'm just asking that question.
Right. We did have some other sales, but in this particular neighborhood, and just so you're aware, Providence, Deerfield Plantation and Providence Farms are these two neighborhoods right here.
Yeah.
So they are very similar. They're priced as one unit now. We combine those neighborhoods to come up with the sales because it is the constant plus acreage. They're varied acreage, very varied houses, it's custom,
Yeah.
nothing's the same in there.
Nothing's the same, yeah.
And so we combine those, and that's why the number two comp was pulled from Providence
there.
Farms, and then the other one from Deerfield Plantation. These were the closest ones that, being generous that we were.
Truly comparable because of the neighborhood and.
That is correct,
and
yes.
location.
Yes, we have $1 million sales in there, so we did not bring those in to play.
Really pretty neighborhood.
Very,
Thank you.
yes,
Mr. O'Keefe.
I'm good, thanks.
sure.
Mr. Ashcraft. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Chastain. Ms. Jones, any final comments that you'd like to make?
Yes. First of all, the amount that they've assessed it down to. They said I didn't have to come to the meeting and they would just recommend it, and then she wouldn't guarantee that the assessed value would be accepted by the board. So this is why I'm here at the meeting
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah, and she's correct. I mean, practically every time, we will accept it if it's the recommended value, knowing the taxpayers agree to it, but it's not guaranteed.
Right.
Exactly. So she did speak correct on that.
Also, I do have a question, completely renovated in 2020. Are there permits or something for that? I mean, how do you know that? Because the floor is all pitted. The cabinets are really old cabinets in there. They've just been repainted. So I'm not real sure how that information. You know, you can tell the flooring is original with the house inside.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
if
probably-
if painting the house is considered a total renovation, maybe so. the
That's probably
interior.
something that maybe you and Ms. Chastain can discuss. I mean, I think she'll be glad to answer your question on that. She'll be much more versed on that piece than
Okay.
we will. Okay?
Okay, because
Okay.
that took me kind of by surprise when I
Right.
heard that.
Okay, I think she can clarify that for you, I would
All
think.
right, well, I'd appreciate that.
Okay? Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Okay, Madam Clerk?
All right, that'll move us to hearing number 8 for property key number 06048007A for Village Commons Phase 1 LLC. And that is, we have an agent from Baker Tilly here today representing them.
Okay. So this is 8.
Is Mr. Alexander Alcock.
That's the Harris Teeter.
Alexander Alcock.
Alcock, A-L-C-O-C-K.
All right, Mrs. Ziggy, you gonna put us on this one?
Yes, sir. We're at Weddington Road and Waxhaw Indian Trail in front of the Harris Teeter, beside the location where the Target is. This is a bank location, Wells Fargo, I believe.
The bank.
Is this hearing number 8?
Yes, sir.
Another bank.
060480007A.
Got it.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Alcock.
How are you?
Yeah, there you go, thank you.
Okay, can you hear me well?
Yeah, just make sure we're to the mic there.
Okay.
Okay.
First, thank you guys for taking the time to listen to my client's concern. Trying to scroll through, if you don't mind, can you help me to get to my presentation? Well, basically, I think we had some sales comps. Yeah, so, yeah, okay. Thank you. And 30. Yeah, that was a lot. Okay, I guess it's page 51. And basically, what we did was we just looked at some sales of some other banks and kind of came up with a per square foot value for the property. And also, the property on page 52 is, the owner of the property is not actively running the bank. They're leasing the property out, and so we did an income analysis that brings the value in at a number somewhat lower than the county's. And that's the basis for what we're saying, is that the sales comps that we identified are overall a little bit lower than what the county has, as well as when we did an income analysis to develop a value, which is a standard approach for income-producing properties, we came in with a number that's slightly lower than what the county has. So that's the basis for my client's concern.
Okay. Let me see questions from the board. Mr. Benson, do you have any questions?
Not at this time, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Smith?
How long does this lease run for? Do you know?
I don't know, but typically these are leases that runs a good 20 years. So it's a long-term lease. It's not a short-term lease.
Yeah.
It's a bank.
And does it have a price escalator in it that you're aware of? either annual or every few years, or?
I don't have the lease presently, but typically there is some kind of a price escalator.
Okay.
And we would be using the current
Yeah,
state.
I understand.
Yeah.
So this is what it was.
Usually,
at
it's
the-
not going to be stuck at one number for 20 years.
Yeah.
That doesn't, you know.
But this is where it was at 12/31/24.
Correct.
Yeah. That was my question, thank you.
Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm just noticing on the comps that on page 51, we can't use anything past January 1st, 25.
Well, I agree, I understand. This is just to create some references. It's not to say to use these to appraise the property. It's just to create context.
I just wanted to make sure that we all
Yes.
were on the same page, because we just want to do what's right.
Good point. Mr. Ashcraft?
We've had a lot of these. I don't have any questions.
Okay. And I just have one, of course, I can get this from the county. Did you furnish the county a copy of the lease? I mean, if you're using the income approach to arrive at this value, was a copy of the lease presented to the county?
Typically, it is. Did you get one? Okay.
And we'll have a question or two for the county as it relates to the income approach that
Correct.
was done, okay?
Yeah.
Let me, we'll have the county present their information, Mr. Alcock, and then after that, I'll have you come up if you have any final comments on this one, okay?
Okay, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, we are, not that tall. We are a Wells Fargo branch. If you remember, we had an appeal on 6D earlier in the year, Wesley Chapel. We are 4,035 square feet, built in 2004, similar construction to everything around there, so it's a good quality. The value on this is $2,772,000, or $687 a foot. The owner has provided pro forma analysis. I do not have an actual lease information. The information they're pulling for their pro forma is from a CoStar report. They're using the bottom end of that range at $45 a foot. The range runs from 45 to 55 on page 57.
There you go.
Okay, and then on page 51, as Mr. O'Keefe stated, there are 4 of the 6 sales occurred in '25. The last one on Ray Road, at May 30th of '24, that's a good one. That's pretty close to where we are. It's a similar construction. That would be a good comp for us. But we have comps on page 33. Is where we
43 or
begin.
33?
What number?
Page 33.
33.
Yes, this is where our analysis begins. It shows a cap rate of 5.3, or 5.6, and a median sale price of $675 a foot. So we're right in line. If we use our 5.3 cap and the numbers they're using for expenses on their income analysis, it produces an income value of $3.4 million, which is well north of where we currently are. If you use the sales price per foot, it also produces a value that supports ours. So we feel they have not provided enough information to warrant a change, and we ask that you keep our value, 2.772.
Okay. Mr. Ziegler, Mr. Ashcraft, any questions for the county?
No question.
Mr. Minchin?
No question.
Mr. Smith?
Where did you come up with the cap rate?
So we also have CoStar, and we ran an analysis that is, let me get back to it so I don't tell you a fib. So we're pulling 9 bank locations that sold between 121 and 124, or 1224. So it pulls in that information, and CoStar does the math between its net operating income and the value, the sale price, to get a cap rate. Of those 9 sales, 5 had a cap rate. They ranged from 4.0 to 5.9. Then it takes an average and a median.
Because if I remember correctly, we've had a number of these banks and stuff. And some reason I thought the county was using 6% as their number.
Yeah, so the cap rate's going to vary on location,
Yeah.
right? And in fact, these are the same sales, the same analytics that we used across the street at that
Yeah,
Bank of
I
America.
understand.
Yeah.
And there was a whole bunch of other ones we
Sure,
looked
sure.
at.
We had one at Hilltop, we had
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
all
for
over.
some reason I saw the number 6%, and I know going from 7 whatever down to 5 whatever does drive
gonna
a
change the
significant
value. Yes, sir.
difference in the value. But at the same time, I guess, you look at it, land value at this location is what land value is, and then the building improvement. You can look at it both ways.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because that's pretty significant land value.
Right on the
Thank you.
corner. Yes, sir.
Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ziegler.
Mr. Chairman.
Yeah. Miss- One more question here, I believe.
Yeah, the range, you say you went back to 2021?
Yeah,
But I thought we.
that's just
didn't
where
wanna
we
go
set
back
it
that
at.
far.
I'm not sure exactly where the sales, where they came in at. Let me, I can flip through.
I was just asking that, Mr. Chairman, because I thought we had great discussion earlier. I think on
Yeah, I know we
Monday
had
about
a-
the range.
Yeah, so that's going to be a little bit more, time's going to be a little bit more dependent on residential than it will be with commercial. It's going
Okay,
to
so
react
the-
a little bit slower, commercial will. I think
Oh,
everybody will.
so the differential is,
Commercial versus.
commercial spread out a little bit more
Yes, sir.
because the selling of those properties take a little bit longer time,
I
is what
think
you're
to
saying?
close, yes, sir.
Just the volume, too.
Yeah.
All right, I got it. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Alcock, any final comments that you'd like to make as it relates to this one? No, sir. Okay. Madam Clerk?
We're going to go to the next one, which is tab number 4. It's property key number 07064327. The taxpayer is Brandy and Paul Moyer, and Mr. Moyer is present today.
Going backwards.
Good morning, Ms. Wiggins.
Good morning.
Morning.
This property is located in the Lake Park.
Oh, late.
Trying to pull it up here. And this is Indian Trail Fairview Road. You come down, it's in to Carroll. And it's in the Lake Park subdivision.
Got it?
Is that good?
Okay, I think we're good. Everybody good? Good. Yep. Okay,
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman.
all right, thank you. So, Mr. Moyer? Good morning.
Good morning.
Maybe turn that mic up a little bit, and there you go.
Okay. Good morning. The reason I'm here, I was looking at my tax bill, and it was just, I was blown away. It's just, I mean, my property tax when I bought, or property value, when I bought it was $167,000 back in 2001. And I have several issues with my home. I have some floor damage. I have hail damage to my gutters. I had my roof replaced several years ago, but
We might need you to speak up just a little bit,
Yeah.
if you don't mind. Thank you.
Yeah.
and I just feel that it's not reasonable and appropriate the tax assessment.
But based on the condition of the home?
Yeah.
That's what you're
yeah,
saying?
I called in with Latasha, is it?
Right.
And I sent a bunch of emails, correspondence, pictures.
Which I think we've got that in the book, which also ought to be there, okay? And, let me, I thought that was fire. Let me see if, a member of the board have any questions, Mr. Moyer?
Oh, there we go.
And if there's anything there, you see the red numbers there, if you want us to reference a page number, ours should match yours, okay?
And the windows, the windows need to be replaced. They're completely shot. The air on gas is completely gone. I got 19 windows, page 46.
Page 46.
Yeah, I have an estimate there.
46.
And my downstairs wood floors need to be replaced, page 40 through 43. And I just generally have a problem with the land value is 80,000. I mean, I was looking at the other comps, 1, 2, 3. I mean, they all have the same land value. I'm just kind of dumbfounded why it's across the board like that.
Okay. But your argument, though, is just basically based on the condition of the house and some questions on the land value.
Yes.
Correct. Let me see if members of the board have any questions. Mr. O'Keefe, do you have any questions for Mr. Moore?
I'm good for right now. I want to hear from the county.
Okay. Mr. Smith?
The same thing I want to hear from the county. It's,
Yeah. Mr.
I
Benson?
gotta,
No
Mr.
question
Benson?
at this
Okay.
time, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Ashcraft? Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. Okay. Mr. Moore, if you have a seat, and then we'll have the county present this information, then I'll call back to you if you have, for any questions, okay? Boy, I hit the thing here and lowered the seat.
Good morning again.
Good morning.
This property is located in Lake Park. I did present a comparative sales analysis. It's on page 31. Have 4 comps there, all of them that are pretty much the same year built as the subject. The sales, I would say, are a little low, but which makes the comparison is that the subject property just put in a new pool in 2023, so that's what like brought up the value to the 504 300, which is the sales comparison, and we have 503 500 as the value for the property. He did submit a lot of information, pictures. I felt like I didn't see a lot of damage. This is a 2001 home. It was built in 2001, and most of the pictures, I mean, I couldn't really see all the damage he was saying that was to the property. So that's why I didn't make a change. I felt like we didn't have any upgrades to the property. None of the subjects have upgrades or renovations done to the property. It's at all average condition. So that's why the county has settled to just keeping the value as the 503,500. And that's all I have.
And looks like there's some comps that are very close.
Yes, the
One-
comps are very close, and that's why I was saying the sales was averaging in the 400s, but like I said, the subject just put in a brand-new pool, which was driving his value up. We have, I think, 69,000 on the pool.
Okay, let's see if there's questions for the county. Mr. Ashcraft?
How much was the pool?
69,000, that's what the county has it assessed at. It's a 2023 pool.
Okay. I'm just looking at all the comps that you provided.
Oh, yes, none of the other homes, the
They don't have pools.
no, they don't have pools. That's what I'm saying, that's what was driving his value.
And then all the same comps are in his neighborhood?
Yes.
And they're all land values, 80,000 each?
Yes.
So that's not a problem. I don't have any questions.
Yeah, the only thing, I meant to ask this one other time when we had the issue of a pool come up. It seems like sometimes I've heard, and I may be confused, that the pool doesn't affect the value a lot of times. I mean,
It does.
sometimes it can hinder the market value, and other times it can add to it. I mean, can you elaborate on that a little bit, or am I off base there?
Well, in this instance, it's been added as an extra feature to the
Right.
property. So the comparable sales didn't have pools, so
Right.
it would be a little lower. Because he has an extra feature to
Amenity,
his
yeah.
property, then it would, we gave it a value and it raised the value of his property
Okay.
compared to the other sales.
Got you. Mr. Benson?
Keeping on that, thank you. Keeping on that same trend, just so future reference, I'll have a clearer understanding. Does adding a pool immediately adds to the value, or does it determine what kind of pool, how big the pool, or just adding the pool? How does that work, so that as we look at future cases, I'll be able to have, let me speak for myself, I'll be able to have a clearer understanding on the pool value of the assessment.
I mean, there are different types of pools. They will contribute a different value. As far as sales, a realtor could tell you, like, does it contribute to the value? But as far as the tax purposes, it is given a value, and the value is added to the valuation.
In all cases.
I would say yes. If the pool is there, it contributes a value to the property.
Thank you.
And if I can add
Oh,
one thing to this, to your question, is
Thank you,
we're
sir.
seeing a very high amount of permits taken out in this county, many, many permits, more than we've ever seen for pools. We are seeing that is an amenity that since COVID, it is something that people have added to their properties. People are seeing it as a plus, and it does add value to property. Again, since COVID, people have expanded their outdoor living spaces. We are seeing it as a positive in the market.
I think what both of you just said there kind of
Yeah.
brings it home for me too. Okay,
Right.
that clarifies.
We're seeing the pools more than ever in this county. Yeah. People are investing in their home and their outdoor spaces. It's definitely a positive in the marketplace.
So what I'm hearing, Mr. Chairman, is that there may have been a time when the value of the pool wasn't as great as it is now. And one of the driving factors is people who are strapped in their homes and couldn't do a whole lot of activities. So now they're making sure that they at least have some outlet of activity, and putting in a pool is one of those.
I think that's fair to say.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Smith?
So you use the permit value, I assume, for
Well,
that?
it's in the schedule of values.
Oh, it's a schedule of values based on the size of the pool?
And what grade we have on the pool. I think it's just average.
Okay. I didn't know if there was a value with the permit, because there is a permit to build a pool.
Yes, I mean, most of the ones that I've seen are way over $100,000.
Oh, I know, they vary from here to there, depends on what you do. I just wanted to know how we value.
Yeah, I believe it's in the
Just
schedule.
the
of
basic
values.
schedule of values, which is, okay, that's fine, thank you.
Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Wiggins. Ms. Wiggins, I think Mr. Ashcraft may have, yeah, sorry about that.
Zoom in on the property, please. Zoom in, so, see, that's the pool right there.
Oh,
See,
that's-
that helps me, because now I can see the pool. Now, if you zoom back out, I mean, that's a nice pool, but go ahead. Can you zoom it back out,
Zoom
please?
it back out.
And there's what, and then go to the right. If you go to the right, I don't know,
This pool?
53, yeah, that one. You can tell the difference, and I don't know when that one was built, but anyway.
Yep,
You said it was installed or whatever in 23.
23.
So then it actually became a value in 24, is that correct? So at.
I think it was 23 and we valued it in 22 and we valued
Okay,
on the property in 23.
all right. And if you go, zoom back out or make it smaller, that's the other way. Opposite.
Where you want to go?
Zoom out.
Zoom out.
Please. I thought
Some
I saw
more?
another one, but that-
Yeah, there's
one
another
on
69.
But that's all right. I'm good. That pool is nice.
okay. Thank you, Ms. Wiggins.
Okay.
Any final comments you'd like to make, Mr. Moyer?
Yeah, I originally asked for the property tax value to be lowered to $475 based on the condition.
Right,
And I did have the driveway replaced. That was, file a complaint with the Lake Park.
Yeah.
Because over the years, heavy trucks have gone through there, and it became, that cul-de-sac had become intrusive to my driveway. And also, just the pool, it's a gunite pool, and the pool that you're referring to, the neighbor, that's above-ground pool. For what I understand, you don't have to pay taxes on above-ground pools.
okay. You understand, I mean, if
But-
your current opinion of value is 475 and the county's got 503, 500, I mean, that's only about a 5%,
Yeah, well,
6%
I've talked to
variance.
Latasha about that on several occasions, based on my 19 windows that are completely shot.
Right.
So it's going to cost anywhere from, I'm still getting bids, but it's anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000.
Right,
So I have to get the windows replaced.
okay, understood. Thank you very much, okay.
All right, we will move
Okay.
to hearing number 9. This is for property key number 06048599. The taxpayer is Village Commons Branch the Third LLC. And this is going to be for Baker Tillery.
You say number
And
9?
Alexander Alcock is here for this one
Oh,
as
it's in the
well.
book, the other book.
Oh, okay, book 2.
Yeah.
Book 2. We're moving Hubble.
Ain't no room for them. Put it up there, Jimmy, hope it ain't in the way.
Oh, no, you good. All right. Number 9.
We are a vacant piece of land.
Book 2, yeah,
Book
here
2.
in 9. Yeah, here in 9. Yeah.
We're in Wesley Chapel again. We were at this bank branch at the corner. Now we're over closer to the Target. vacant piece of land, has a few accesses on Weddington Road. I think the town hall is right here on the 7F parcel.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's over by, right next, across from Hickory Tavern.
Yeah. That's it there.
Okay, Mr. Alcott?
Basically, we're looking at page 37, and we're just making some comparison.
Yeah, make sure you're speaking into the mic, maybe turn it a little bit. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, so we're just making some comparison based on the properties that are listed here, and it would indicate a value that's slightly lower than what the county has. Also, I think which is an aside, the client would like to better understand the change in the size of the parcel. And I see that, I don't know, in my map, I was not able to see these structures, but I see where it seems as if there's an out parcel that was taken from the property. So basically, that's kind of where we are. It's just a matter of us comparing to this list of parcels and trying to compare the per square foot value or per acre value to, and it's indicating a value that's slightly lower than what the county has.
Okay. Let's see if we have questions from members of the board. Mr. Benson?
No, sir, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Mr. Smith?
I'm trying to digest.
Yeah. I can come back to you, Mr. O'Keefe.
Are any of these comps that the county used? Just to save me from flipping?
Probably won't know till we have the county.
not
Okay,
sure.
I'll wait for the county then, thank
Yeah.
you.
Mr. Ashcraft?
His value is 3.9, and the county has 5.7. Nothing but a bunch of raw land, that's correct, 13.63
Correct.
acres. Wait, here, what's the county, so that came up there?
Yeah, I think it's, yeah. Got a lot of comps here, and mine's gonna be location, I think, and how far. But, okay, Mr. Alcott, let's have a seat and let's get the county to present their information, then we'll have you come back for final comments and questions, okay?
All righty. Looking at page 37, the owner's agents provided 10 sales. One of those is a 25. 2 of those are listings, so they have not sold. 5 are residential at the time of sale. Of the 3 remaining sales, one's in Marshville, one's at the airport, and one's on Helmsville Road beside the Ford dealership on 74. If you go towards Charlotte, that little cutoff road.
That was
So
my
we didn't
main
consider,
question.
we didn't consider any of those sales. This is a 13.6 acre piece of land. On page 27, you'll see the development plan for this site. It's the, you can see where the target is at the bottom of the page. If you go north on the page, the Publix is where we're at. The blue line on your screen is right beside the PetSmart. All right, so we've got a Publix going in, a Novant Health facility, something else, and so that's what's going on. That's why we're moving dirt. The 2 parcels up front have been cut out. I think most recently this one right here, 601. That's a Chase Bank. So that is why the parcel has changed. On page 33, we have our sales.
Page 33.
Yes, sir. At the top of that page, we have sales. We have four sales. Some of them are combined parcels. They indicate a median acre rate of 464,000, and we're at 424,000 an acre. And then just for comparison, since this is going to be a Publix among other things, We have some equity comparisons below those of a Food Line, a Harris Teeter, a Target, and some other stuff right there where we're at, and we're much lower than the stuff around, and partly because of the access to Weddington Road. So based on our sales and our equity, we feel that we're at a good rate for this land, and we ask that the board uphold our value, 5.773600.
Questions for the county, Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm good, thank you.
Mr. Smith?
Did you say there's two things coming into this parcel?
Yeah, it looks, it's a Publix, an Ace Hardware, again on page 27.
And a
And then
Novant.
it looks like maybe another Novant facility.
And the access is through that small place up front?
Yeah, so it has two access points. One is right beside the Chase.
Yep.
And then the other one is, it looks like it
Will be
splits
there.
access with the
Okay.
town hall.
And they're plenty sufficiently wide for
I would-
access road, it appears.
Usually when they develop these things, you see it so that the large chunk, the
Yeah.
large tenant owner owns a place to the road. Similar to Target, if you go to the left on your
Yeah.
screen, you can see how Target has two access points.
Right,
They look unusual, but they have two deeded access points.
yep. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Benson?
You had mentioned, thank you, Mr. Chairman. You had mentioned about some parcels, some comps were combined. You mentioned that phrase, combined.
Yes, on page 33, so they'll bring pieces of dirt together. The Sun Valley Marketplace is the first one on our list. So that brought in several smaller parcels to get to 62 acres, which is large, but it speaks to the demand for large parcels.
10-4.
Mr. Ashcraft? I'm good. Okay. Thank you, Mr.
I do
Ziegler.
have one more
Okay,
question.
hold on, Mr. Smith.
These comps here, I believe, are all finished properties, correct?
Yes, sir. You
And-
talking about my comps on 33?
Yeah, the top ones, yes.
Yes, sir. They are.
They're finished properties, and this one is basically still moving dirt.
It is.
So being it's not finished and not in full, the buildings don't have to be there, but everything laid out to do the buildings, it seems they gotta put a lot more money into it from 1/1/25 to get to completion.
Sure.
So. I
How do
would
these
think
sales,
that
how do
you-
these sales equate? These are vacant land sales.
I see one says vacant, or subject's vacant, the rest of them say,
Yeah, that's what they became.
that's what they became.
Yeah, the Sun Valley Marketplace
Okay.
sold vacant in '23 and became that.
And became that.
The
Okay.
apartments.
That answers my
Apartments sold
question.
in '23.
That answers my question totally, because I was.
Yeah, they were, I wouldn't use improved sales for
Yeah.
this.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ziegler. Mr. Alcock, any final comments as it relates to this one? Okay, thank you. Madam Clerk?
All right, so we will move to hearing number 10. This is going to be for property key number 06162022. This is for Culberson Road 1 LLC, represented by Baker Tilly, and Mr. Alcock is here for them as well on this one.
All right, we are on Providence Road and Cuthbertson Road. This is the Walmart is on the parcel 23, the Lowe's over there is
Yep.
the big building at the top of the screen. 22B is a McDonald's.
McDonald's, yep.
Right, then 22G is the ABC store.
Okay, I know exactly where that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody good?
We're good.
Highlighted. Yes, okay. Hi. So on this one, on page 33, the
Page what?
33.
33.
Yes, or Exhibit 33. The property owner is indicating that based on the information that they provided to me in their internal analysis, is saying that this parcel is 0.841 acre as compared to the county's record, which indicates a larger parcel. The size of the property, the value of the property on a per acre, per square footage basis is not what's in dispute here, it's just the size. And this is what the property owner provided to us. This is what they have the property listed for lease full as a 0.841 acre parcel. And so I'm just sharing the information that they provided to us to say that they think the property, the size of the parcel is less than what the county has it as.
Right, okay.
And that's the basis for the request for a reduction.
Let me see about questions on this one, Mr. Benson,
No, not at this time, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Smith.
Yeah, I'm going to assume right now part of the difference is the road that runs through the property. On the partial towards Providence Road, you can see that road there. I guarantee you that's going to be part of the difference in the platted plus usable. I think that's where you get an issue here, is usable, because the road goes and takes off that whole side.
Yes, possibly, but based on what the taxpayer shared with me, they believe that the actual lot size is 0.84 acre.
Okay. I think it matters if the county's including the road as part of the lot. I think that's where you're gonna see this, because if you look right here, that road is right there. And that's probably gonna make the difference.
Well, we'll find out.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. O'Keefe.
No questions, thanks, I'm gonna wait for the
Mr.
county.
Ashcraft.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Alcott, understand where you're coming from there. Let's have the county speak, and thank you.
Thank you.
Have a seat, and I'll call back to you.
Page 27 has all of your answers.
Page 27.
Page 27 is a photocopy of Plat M 921, and it shows that this parcel, which is parcel M of the shops at Howard's Mill, is 1.139 acres. Since that's recorded with the Register of Deeds, that's the acreage we follow. It appears to be the last plat filed for this, and it does seem to include access to Cuthbertson Road, which, as we saw on the last one for the public site, is necessary for these sites.
Kind of gets back to what Mr. Smith was saying, I believe. Okay. Yep. Questions for the county, Mr. Ashcraft? Okay. Mr. Benson?
What was that on page, was that page 33?
33 is
33
the
was for the
owner's.
taxpayer.
Owner's representation, and 27 is what was registered with the, recorded with the Register of Deeds.
Okay. The outline on the photo that we're looking at on the screen,
Yep.
does it encompasses road space?
It appears to.
Is that road space that it's encompassing help create the 1.139?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Eagle View is going to use our mapping software that our GIS specialists use. So they draw these lines on a different software, and then Eagle View transposes that onto these photos. The accurate lines are on page 27,
Yep.
and that's where we get our
That's
acreage.
the recorded plat.
This is a graphical reference. It's right, but the most right information is on page 27.
Which
Plat.
does not include the
Yes, it
road
does.
space.
They both do,
They both do?
it appears.
So,
The road's not in.
so is it an easement then that the road's built on? Because it's not a private road just for the,
It is a private road.
I
I
mean,
don't,
it's
it's
for the
not a, it's not
overall
a,
development.
yeah, it's for the development.
Yes.
I don't think there's an easement recorded. It doesn't appear that there's an easement recorded.
Well, that's what it gets so small, I can't tell.
Yeah, no, I don't believe there is one. Well, it does say actually right-of-way extending, but I
It is
believe that's a
right-of-way.
utility, maybe a sewer. But these developments have to have roads, obviously, to get the customers in and out.
No, I understand that. It's just that what they can lease is a smaller area because the road is encompassing part of the property. Both on the back and the side, it appears, where the lot line lays.
But to me, you got a recorded
Without-
plat, and the legal size of the property is the 1.139.
The acreage is
I mean,
1.139.
yeah, I mean-
What they do with it is up to them.
The only way you can prove that's by a survey, which is what's here.
Sir, yes, sir.
And
Right,
Yeah.
but if there's an easement on part of that property, that changes things, I would assume.
The roadway is necessary for the commerce that will occur on that parcel.
Right.
You can't have the parcel without the roadway. You can't have the roadway without the parcel.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Ashcraft, yeah. Let me make sure I got everybody here.
Okay. So the question at hand is exactly how many square feet or whatever this land is, but a lot's a lot, right? And
It's
if it's usable, it's usable.
correct.
It can be sold. And it looks like, you know, anybody that wants to buy this lot, no matter if it's 8/10 or 9/10 or 1 acre or whatever, they're gonna have to have roads, and they got roads. And I think it's more of, it's just a lot, and that's about the going price.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Get everybody on to my right here, Mr. O'Keefe.
I just want to add, if you go by the drawing, I mean, this is not scientific at all. It does look like they've got the road.
Yeah,
And that's the difference.
yeah.
Are you talking about page 27?
27 versus 33, and
Yes, sir.
The way the
I can't,
lines
obviously,
go.
yeah, so the agent sent that in. I won't speak to that. The plat is scientific. That is,
Yeah.
they
I mean,
use
that's-
survey equipment and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't know.
That's as
but
accurate as you can get.
Magic, hokum, whatever they do, but yeah.
I'm just trying to get to the root of the,
Difference?
what's the difference?
Yeah.
I got it. It's the road, and he called it in the very beginning.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Ziegler.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Alcock, any final comments as it relates to this one?
Yes, sir. Just one comment is that whether even the plat is what it is, but that roadway is not exclusively for this parcel. So, the road continues, and everyone for commerce for the entire plaza has full access to that road. So this road is not for the parcel. So that's the only thing I'd like to say.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, Madam Clerk.
All right, we will go to hearing number 11. This is for property key number 06162022E for Culberson Road 1 LLC. Also here today for Baker Tillery is Alexander Alcock.
We are directly across the street, across Cuthbertson
okay.
Road.
Oh, this is the pond.
We were on 22,
For the development.
now we're on
Yeah,
22E.
the house is, okay, yeah, I got it now. It's right there.
Then it's that blue area?
It's the, it's the area encompassed
I
in
got
blue.
it now, that's the reason why they said 200. I got it.
Yep.
Okay, Mr. Alcock.
That's fine. It's just, I think I had a couple comments. On this parcel, the value jumped up from around 42,000 to 400,000. And the taxpayers' concern is that this is a detention pond. It's not a marketable parcel. It won't be sold except with the surrounding facilities. The only value in this parcel is to manage water runoff.
You did
And-
see where the current value is the 119,300, didn't you?
Correct, yes, the
Okay.
county did make
Okay.
some concession.
Okay.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Go
I
ahead,
meant-
I'm sorry.
I meant to say that,
Okay.
yes, thank you
Okay.
for reminding me. And I share that with the owner of the parcel, and they're still concerned that it, for a parcel that basically is not marketable, and it cannot be separated from the development because that water runoff has to happen. So it's not like they're going to improve that parcel and make it buildable. I don't think any zoning is, well, I'm not going to speak for the county. It's unlikely that there'll be approved zoning to make it other than what it is because the water runoff has to go somewhere. So they're just saying that they believe that's a high value for a parcel that's being utilized in that way.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
Questions for Mr. Alcock, Mr. Ashcraft? No. Mr. Finchon?
No questions.
Mr. Smith?
I'm just trying to figure out how many acres it is.
Yeah.
I know, how many acres is the parcel? I'm trying to figure in this whole thing.
We'll have the county get us that information.
Yeah.
Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm
Is
good,
it
thank you.
4.8?
Okay. If you would have a seat, Mr. Alcott, we'll have the county present their information, okay?
All right, thank you.
I apologize. It is 6.763 acres. It is relatively vacant land. It does have the retention pond on it for the shops at Howard's Mill. This is parcel K. So we originally had it at 402,900. We recognized at the appeal that it was not being treated like the rest of the retention ponds in Union County. So we reduced it to 119,300 to keep it equitable with the rest of the retention ponds. As you are aware, we remove 85% of the value from the retention ponds. They're a necessary evil. You can't build the development across the street without catching the rainwater somewhere. So on pages 24 through 35, you'll see our equity comps. Those are the parcels that are retention
page?
ponds. 24 through 35. Those are similar retention ponds that we have reduced 85%.
Okay.
So we're treating it similar to other retention ponds, and we do not feel a further reduction is
I
warranted.
thought I recognized that.
Okay. Questions, Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm good right now, still reading.
Mr. Smith?
I hadn't gotten through this. Is there a grid of all those put together on one of these pages?
No, sir, I did not get to that.
Because I'm sure they vary significantly.
In acreage, they do,
Yes.
but not in the discount.
I didn't say the discount, I'm talking about the,
Acreage, yeah, absolutely, but the whole parcel is receiving the
I
85%.
understand that. But trying to go through and try to figure the valuations, I see one here is that some of these are, they vary, let's put it that way.
In size, yes, sir.
So that's the equity piece.
That's
The
the equity.
85% is the equity.
So we
piece.
treat, we have 85% discount on this parcel. We have 85% discount on
There you go.
all of the retention
There you
ponds,
go. Okay.
regardless of their size.
Okay.
1 acre, 100 acres. I don't
Mr.
think we have
Ashcraft?
any 100 acres.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ziegler. Mr. Alcock, okay, thank you. Madam Clerk?
Hearing number 12. It's going to be for property P number 05114012. Taxpayer is Galley Plaza LLC. This is for, the agent is Baker Tilly. Mr. Alcock is here for this one as well.
All right, we are, this is a restaurant and neighborhood center complex at the corner of Waxhaw Highway and Rehoboth, just west of downtown Waxhaw.
What used to be Captain's Galley?
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
fish
used to be,
place?
I think it's a
Yeah.
Mexican restaurant.
Right.
It's a
right.
Mexican place
Yeah.
now, yeah.
With the robots that
Yep.
bring your food, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I ate there.
All right, Mr. Reverend Jimmy knows. All right.
That's good.
It's always good when I win, okay.
It's been a number of places.
I recognize it
Okay,
now.
Mr. Alcott?
Yes. So on this one, the property is rented, and so what we looked at was over the past 3 years, how the property has been operating, the rental rates and expenses and such, and developed a value based on that. And we did provide the financials and rent, yes, so we did provide that to support our values. And what the financials are indicating is that the property is operating at a lower rate than the typical pro forma development of value, components that are used to develop values for other similar properties. And so we're asking that the property's actual operation over the past several years be considered in assigning a value to this property.
Okay. Questions for Mr. Alcock, Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm good right now, I'm still trying to digest.
Yeah, and I
Were you
think what
referencing
Mr.
page
O'Keefe is looking
19?
at page 19.
I'm sorry, page
Is that where you
Page
hit your value?
45.
45?
We got several
And
places it
43.
could be.
45 and 43.
Yes, more so 45.
Okay, more so. Okay. Mr. O'Keefe, I can come back to you, but if you want to,
It's upside down.
Mr.
backwards.
Smith?
I'm sorry, the way the page is, it's kind of upside down.
Yeah.
Again, one of the main things I see is the cap rate at 7.1, which the county will dispute. But, That's the-
provided the lease, or did he provide financial?
It's like a spreadsheet, financial statement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the issue is, did you provide a lease to him for this property, saying the rent?
Yes, we did.
He does have a lease.
So you got all the
Now we
leases?
got that.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So this will, yeah.
Because this is an older building.
Yeah.
And I assume it's.
Yeah.
And it's changed a number of times.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you get age and wear and tear. I don't know how updated.
Well, that's
it
probably
was.
part of the argument he's making, I think, is the
Yeah.
change in tenants over the course of the years.
Yeah,
Correct.
a number of times. It has not been a stable property.
Yeah.
And I think since it's a restaurant, you know, you can have good restaurants, you can have bad, you can run into tenants, you know, down the road that it's never, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rent goes down or whatever.
Yeah. No further question from me.
Mr. Bench.
So, Mr. Acock, right?
Alcock,
Alcock.
yes.
Your contention about the assessed value or a portion of it, or at least what I'm hearing, is it predicated on the fact of how it's renting?
Well, the overall operation, how the rental rates that they're getting is slightly lower than what the market is getting. The expenses, you know, there's the maintenance of the property has to be considered. Also, the fact that the property is not as stable as certain other properties would mean that there's a higher risk in the cap rate, so the cap rate would be a little bit higher than what's typical for stabilized, solid properties, because there's a higher risk of the tenant moving out and the property owner don't have any money coming in. So when we're doing the analysis, we look at all of those considerations.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Ashcraft?
Good reason.
Okay. Any additional questions for the board? I know Mr. O'Keefe, Mr. Smith, because I had
No,
called on y'all
I'm
first.
fine.
Okay. All right, Mr. Alcott, we'll hear from the county at this
Okay,
time.
thank you.
Okay, we have a 14,423 square foot building. 8,307 of it is restaurant. 6,116 is neighborhood shopping center with some parking. Our value is $2,750,500, or $191 a foot. The owner's agent's coming to us with a 7.1% cap. On page 33 through 36, you will see a listing of our sales that we used in Union County. On page 37, you will see the analysis of those sales, which supports a cap rate of 6.3 and a per foot price of $256, where we're currently at $191. So, page 39, you will see that we use their rental income and expenses and our cap rate, and it supports a value of $2.9 million. If you flip the page to 40, we're using the $256 a square foot sales comparable number. That supports a value of $3,028,000. And then on page 41, you see the values brought together. Our current value is $2,750,500. Our income approach supports $2.9 million, and the sales $3,028,000. So we don't feel there's a need to lower the value. The argument is the cap rate. Ours is supported with sales. On page 45, there's no indication of vacancy indicated that I was aware of. So if there's no indication, then I'm using what they sent.
Okay. Questions, Mr. Ashcraft?
No, I'm good.
Mr. Benson?
I think I got it, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Mr. Smith?
Well, I ran a quick calculation, and if you use the 6% cap rate, you get almost exactly to the county's number.
But I got to use what the sales say.
Yeah. Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Ziegler. Mr. Alcock, because I've got one question here, I think, just to clarify what I'm looking at. But go ahead, any final comments you've got?
Just to, back with the cap rate, I just want us to, I would ask that you consider the circumstances of the property, and that the typical property that's sold that produced the cap rate that the county is using may not reflect the condition that exists at this property. So we believe that the cap rate should be adjusted to reflect the circumstances that's there. The fact that it's a property that's not consistently stable, that the tenants aren't always staying long-term. So I ask that you consider that when reviewing the cap rate.
Right. And I hadn't done the math on it, but on your spreadsheet with the financials on it, where it has the county value at $2,750,000, and then it has property value of $2,304,000. Your opinion of value on this sheet is $1,878,000, or is your opinion of value $2,304,000?
It is $2,304,000.
So that's what I thought. I just kind of wanted to make sure. Maybe it started at $1,878,000 and graduated up.
Yeah, well, we try to do an analysis with the information that the client gives us.
Right.
Sometimes the client might say, I believe it's worth this.
Yeah, because I think I saw something earlier in the
Yeah.
packet that had the $1,000,008. It's like maybe y'all got more information and it
Correct.
worked up to
Correct.
$2,304,000. Okay,
Yes.
so that answers my question. Okay, right there.
Okay, that's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we will move to hearing number 13.
Right.
This will be for property key number 07084315. Taxpayer is Indian Trails Partners LLC. And the agent is going to be Baker Tilly, and Mr. Alcock is here on their behalf today.
All right, we are on Unionville Indian Trail Road, just to the east of 74, north of 74, and 13G is the Walmart at Indian Trail.
Expand this the other way out so we can get a better just general concept of where we are.
There we go, I know. Yeah.
We're in Indian Trail. It gets convoluted with this. I think we pop off the parcels.
Is that the
First
Lowe's?
Baptist Indian Trail is right here at Indian Trail Fairview. All the chicken restaurants you could ever want in Indian Trail right through here.
Yeah.
And,
That's close to the McDonald's and the Dunkin' Donuts and all of that, right?
yes, sir. The Dunkin' Donuts
And the
is
BP.
right here, and the McDonald's gas station is right here.
What's that big building?
That is a Walmart
That's
in
the
Indian
Walmart.
Trail.
That's the Walmart, okay.
Good thing to kind of picture out of, that Walmart.
Yeah,
I thought I did, I apologize.
yeah.
That's all right.
You remember that bank we had earlier? It's right here.
Yeah.
I did notice it first.
All right, I think we're good.
Let's do it.
Mr. Alcock's been a busy man today.
Yes.
Earning his keep.
Okay. Similarly, on this parcel, I think we're looking at pages 55, 56, 57, and 58, and also 59. We provided the financials and the rent roll to support the taxpayer's claim for a reduced value. So basically we usually, so that, I think maybe that's why we had multiple analysis. Usually, we do that first analysis on page 55, just using the actual rents. And because it's most of the expenses that the property occur is passed through to the tenants, we kind of just back out management fees and do a capitalization of that rate. That produces a value of 2.352. And when we do a more detailed analysis of how the property operated over the past 3 years, which is on page 58, that produced a value that is slightly lower than what the more generic analysis produced. So the property owner, and I'm thankful to the county, they did take a look at this, and I think there was an offer made, but our client was asking that they believe the property should be more in line with the analysis that produced the 2.3, it's somewhere between 2 million and 2.3 is where the values were falling between the two analysis that we did, so.
So the current value, I understand now with the county, is 2,760,300.
Correct.
Right,
Yes.
okay.
So they did reduce the value. Initially, it was at 3.1 million, so I thank them for that.
And then your opinion of value is the 2,079,000?
Yeah, 2.3.
As it,
2.3,
oh, okay,
yes.
got you, which is back here. Okay.
All right.
Let
that's
me
it.
see if members of the board have questions. Mr. Ashcraft?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Benson?
No, sir.
Mr. Smith?
Mine's for the county.
Mr. O'Keefe?
No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Alcott, we'll hear from the county, then I'll come back to you.
Thank you.
All right, we have two structures here. One is a restaurant, 1,875 feet in the front. I think that's where Little Caesars is. In the back, we have a neighborhood shopping center. Total square footage is 12,075 feet on 2.02 acres. Like was said, our original value was $3.1 million after we saw the income, and we were able to, when we ran our analysis, we were able to lower that to 2.76. On page 43, you'll see the beginning of our analysis. We have 19 sales in the county. They support a cap rate of 6.2 and a per foot price of $241. And then on page 51, you'll see we're using their rental income and expenses and our cap rate, which is, we feel more representative, gets us to that 2,700,000 number. On page 52, we're using the median square foot price of $241 on the 12,000 feet. That gives us a sales approach of 2.9. And then on page 53, we kind of pull all three numbers together. Our revised value, $2,760,000, 300. Income approach is at 2.736, and then our sales is at 2.9. So we don't feel a move south is warranted at this time.
So it's just a difference in the cap rate?
It is, it
Okay.
is. Yes, sir.
Cap rate.
Mr. O'Keefe?
No questions, thanks.
Mr. Smith?
I do have a question, because, well, I was looking at the income on page 58 for 24, and it came up with a different number than what you have on
Sure.
51.
All right, hang on.
And I'm just trying to figure out
Yep, let me
that
flip.
$30,000 difference, or I'm reading something wrong one.
Said 58.
Because I see a net operating income of 151,783 on that page, and I see 181,537 on 51.
Mr. Chairman, and
That's,
Don-
go
Donnie,
ahead. Go ahead.
the taxes are included in page 58 in his expenses, and they're not allowed to be included when trying to come up with property tax value. So that's probably the difference in your two numbers.
So taxes aren't included in one of them?
That's correct.
Now, what reasoning would that be?
That's
It's
just
industry standard. It's an industry standard when you're doing ad valorem, anything, you have to remove the property taxes from that calculation.
That's probably in the statutes, I imagine.
Yeah.
It creates a circular problem. You can't know
Yeah.
you can't know the property tax until you have the value.
Right.
There you go.
But you still got to pay the property tax.
Yeah.
But it can't be part of the valuation.
I'm still, because that makes a significant difference when you apply the cap rate to it.
Right.
Because it is a real expense, whatever the number may be.
Yeah, I think you just get into the,
Because-
statutes on that.
Because the
one and just gotta
24
follow.
number is an actual expense they pay.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
we,
where I-
yeah, we can take that up in deliberation.
will.
But
Okay.
But I think that kind of gets into the statutes and just having to follow the statutes.
Yeah,
and
whatever the statute is.
That's what we gotta do.
Fine
Yeah.
by me.
Yeah. Mr. O'Keefe, did I get you there?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Ziegler. Get everybody? Get- We're all good? Mr. Alcock, any final comments on that one?
Yes, just a quick comment in that yes, it is correct that the taxes are backed out of the income when you're doing the analysis to develop your pro forma. However, there has to be an adjustment made in the cap rate to accommodate for that. So there's an effective tax rate, an analysis that develops an effective tax rate and add that to the cap rate. So it kind of balances out if you add it back to the cap rate.
Gotcha.
So the cap rate should be higher when the taxes are not included in the expenses.
Okay. Understood?
That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I
Understood.
got.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to call in here number 14, which is going to be your addendum A, which will be the staff recommendations that have been settled, and you guys can review that during deliberations.
Okay.
And then also calling in here number 15, which is your addendum B, which are the ones that were not agreed upon with the value.
Okay.
And then that's going to take us back to hearing number 2 for property key number 06180402. The taxpayer is Ting Ting Wong and Jian Wei Lu. They are not present today.
Okay. Oh, well, wait a minute, I don't think we're there yet.
We ain't there yet.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, we're not there yet. We're not in deliberation.
Correct.
Right.
And then I have hearing number 5, which is for property key number 07075215. This is for taxpayer William and Beverly Rochester, and we have rescheduled that one for a later board date. And then that would conclude our agenda today before deliberations.
That about all of, everybody was here today.
Mr. Chairman,
Okay.
that reschedule, was that the gentleman that was here and then left? That number 5?
Number 5, I'm sorry, thank you for bringing that to my attention. Number 5 was a pre-rescheduled one, already agreed upon. Sorry, we need to go back to number 6. So hearing number 6 was for property key number 08324085. That was for Raynard Wadman, and he was present, but he did have to leave. Thank you. I apologize, I forgot. I didn't
So is
mark
that
on my
going to be,
list.
is that going to be rescheduled, or is that going?
So he did not indicate that, but I believe if the county is okay, they'll reach out to him and probably get that rescheduled.
Okay, so we'll allow that for now to be a reschedule and not a no-show,
Okay.
since he was here. Okay. Okay.
And now, thank you, that will
Okay.
take us to the end of the agenda today before deliberation.
So we'll take a short break.
Yeah, take maybe a 5-minute break.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That'd be great, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see who wins getting that.
Yeah. I bet somebody else goes to the other one.
I was gonna let you get it.
Good job, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, good job, Mr.
Somebody's cooking some food. I'm getting hungry too.
Yeah, I saw some Roman noodles. I got steak on my mind. Oh, my goodness.
Well, it's fun, I look through it.
Yeah.
Well, that'll go the other way. It will be in your t-shirts. Wish I had my shirt.
All right, we'll call the meeting back to order, and deliberation phase is what we're into now, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
All right, so we will start back with hearing number 1. That was for property key number 06096002D. The taxpayers were Gregory and Sandra Musin, and they were present today. Musson, excuse me, Musson. And he was present and presented today.
Yeah.
What's the
This is the one we're
I
looking
pleasure of the board here?
I know the county had some good comps, and the land value was pretty good, so he didn't really show much for me, so I'm throwing that out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I mean, I didn't see any evidence that was brought to me by him
Right.
to make me change my mind. And we even looked into the surrounding properties, and I think there was some confusion about him being in the subdivision or out, and he's out.
Yeah.
Probably looks like he's in, but he's out. Some of the
And so are
some of the ones he was comparing them to are not in
We're
the
not
subdivision.
in the one big property up above that was shaped like a Z,
Yeah.
which was 5 acres.
It was all in line
Yeah.
for rural
And
property.
then the 1 acre in front that's encompassed was at 242,000.
242, because it was a full lot.
Yeah.
I think we really allowed ample opportunity for discussion. I think we really looked at this heavily. My biggest concern was when he had mentioned about the prior approvals, but that was answered from the standpoint of board pacificness. So I saw that.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because I wanted to make sure we were right. I think Mr. O'Keefe picked up on that. The taxpayer mentioned changes in 2021. It looked like to me there was a no change in 2021.
There was.
Maybe it was years before.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mr. Thompson, can you elaborate on that? Caught you,
Sorry,
didn't
I wasn't
Caught you,
listening.
didn't
He wasn't here then either.
Yeah.
What was the question?
The taxpayer on this one made reference to prior BER changes, and I think Mr. O'Keefe and maybe Mr. Benchin and Mr. Smith, there were notes on the tax card that in 2021 there was no change by the board.
Are you just wanting that verified?
Yeah,
Chairman? Yeah.
I think it was on the card. Were we reading the card right?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
It'll take us a minute. Do you want to?
No, we'll keep going.
I was gonna say, if you don't mind, we'll
I
get
agree,
that.
that's what it says.
That's what it says.
Okay.
Okay.
I just have
So-
one, it's philosophical question. The county deems anything that's not in a platted subdivision as rural, even though it's in a town, it's surrounded by property, everything's developed, it's developed to its fullest extent it's gonna be. And we have rural, and all of a sudden the land value goes through the roof versus having a lot.
Yeah.
And
But
Well,
it's,
maybe that's because some people really do want 3 acre,
Oh,
5
that's
acre
not a-
lots.
that's not a
I don't want to
question.
be in a neighborhood, and they're willing to pay extra money so they can build up, somewhat.
no way,
Yeah,
no way.
have a
But
lake or
what is
pond.
really the difference now in these built-out areas like this? Because this isn't subdividable or anything else like that, than being in a neighborhood, just because it's in a platted neighborhood versus not. I mean, this is a philosophical question that I have.
Yeah.
Why do we charge them as if it's basically out in the middle of nowhere, rural land? When
Because they
this
got the
isn't
comps to
rural
prove it.
anymore. This is a lot.
Yeah. I think
This is
part
a
of,
3.5 acre lot's what this is.
part of it's just the terminology rule. It's
I
not
know it
rule,
is.
but,
I know it is.
yeah. But they had comps that were fairly close by.
Oh, I
They're
think the
not
total
marshal.
value is okay on this.
Yeah.
But if I would look at one of these parcels personally, as you value, and you would get close to the same number, okay, as a 1 acre lot, then the rest of it being excess land at a lower value, you would still probably get to that type of number.
Yeah.
But it's It's a matter of how you get there.
Right.
And understand that. That's just general, but if you look at this, 3 odd acres with a decent house on it, was it $800,000? I cannot say there's anything wrong with that concept in Weddington.
Right, right.
I think it's about freedom, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it's freedom. It's yours, and no HOA.
Yeah. And some
You can do
people
what you
don't
want,
Some
even
people,
though you might be surrounded by these other communities, you're free.
yeah. Now, other people want to be in the development with the amenities. You know, so it's just.
Mr.
And some
Chairman,
of
I'd
those
like to make a
developments don't
motion to
have
accept the
HOAs
county's value.
anymore either.
So I have a motion from Mr. Ashcraft to
Second.
accept the current value of $850,700. And a second by Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. So motion is carried for that value to remain on tab 1.
All right. That takes us to hearing number 2. This is for property key number 06180402. The taxpayers were Ting Ting Wong and Jianwu Liu, and they were not present today.
It's the pleasure of the board.
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead, Jim.
I make a motion that we accept the the county's current value of $1,354,000.
So I have a motion for Mr. Benson,
Second.
second for Mr. Ashcraft. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So motion is carried for the current value to remain on tab 2 of $1,354,000.
All right, hearing number 3 is for property key number 06204240, and the taxpayer, Mrs. Penal Patel, was here today and did present.
Okay.
This has to do with the house across the street that's getting upgrades and.
Right.
Hers has not
Yeah, and
necessarily been upgraded.
All she
but-
was doing, she just, to me,
She
took
didn't have
the
enough.
county's comps and argued the county comps and didn't provide any information to the board.
Right, not,
And,
nothing,
And the comps are good. I mean, there's nothing.
Yeah.
They're close. I mean, it's.
Got the basement piece, you know,
Yeah,
there. that
they
makes
even,
You know,
it-
but they tried to accommodate for that.
Yeah.
I make a motion, we accept the county's value of, current value of $1,749,200.
Second.
Have a motion for Mr. Ashcraft, second for Mr. Benson. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So motion is carried for the current value to remain at $1,749,200 on hearing 3.
Hearing number 4 was for property key number 07064327. Taxpayers were Paul and Brandy Moyer, and Mr. Moyer was present today and did present.
Mr. Chairman, I've got comments here about that swimming pool, and I think that swimming pool was worth, I mean, it's a nice one.
Oh, yeah.
Nice,
Very nice.
everything about it, so,
Well, also, some of the things he was references, in my mind, is general maintenance of
Amen.
the house.
yeah, everybody has to do
General
it.
maintenance.
I did, yeah.
And he said 450, and
County's
the
at
county's
503.
503,000, but, you know, the county did kind of let us know that he forgot to tell, he added a pool to it in 23, 24.
Well, they know it because they got a permit for it.
But we didn't know
But,
it.
yeah, he didn't tell us, I know.
And it is a
make-
very nice pool.
And it's all of our responsibility as homeowners to keep your house reasonably up to date, you know, with what be it.
I make a motion, we accept the county's value of $503,500.
Second.
Motion for Mr. Ashcraft, a second for Mr. Benson. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So motion is carried for the current value of $503,500 to remain on hearing 4.
Okay. And hearing number 5 was for property key number 07075215. Taxpayers were William and Beverly Rochester, and that was rescheduled prior to today.
Okay.
Hearing number 6 is for property key number 08324085. Taxpayer is Raynard Widman, who we did discuss that was present today, but unfortunately had to leave. So if it's okay, we're going to reschedule that one as well for a future date.
Reschedule is fine.
Hearing number 7 is for property key number 061111047. Taxpayer is Patricia Jones, and she was present and presented today.
Yeah. This was the house that was one of his own comps.
Right.
Yep.
And
You remember
I-
that, you gonna remember that one,
I'm
won't you,
gonna
Jimmy?
remember that.
I'm gonna make a motion, we accept the current value of $815,300.
Exactly. So I have a motion for Mr. Ashcraft,
Second.
Second for Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value to remain at $815,300 for hearing 7.
Now we get into
Hearing number 8 was for 06048007A. The taxpayer is Village Commons Phase 1 LLC. The agent was Baker Tilly, and Mr. Alcock was here and presented on their behalf today.
That was the Wells Fargo, Wesley Chapel.
Correct.
I make a motion, we accept the county's value, current value of $2,772.
Second.
Yeah, so I have a motion for Mr. Ashcraft, a second for Mr. Benching. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value to remain at $2,772,000 for hearing 8.
Hearing number 9 was for property key number 06048599. This was for Village Commons Branch LLC,
We're in
Baker
the new book
Tilly,
now.
and Mr. Alcock was here for that one as well today.
I didn't think, I just had a note here, I didn't think there
We
would
gotta
be
get to
costs
the
by
other book.
taxpayer.
Yeah, that's,
This was the,
this is
public property, wasn't it?
Yeah.
at Wesley Chapel. That number 9,
Yeah.
Number 9.
Number 9.
and that was with all the land,
That's
Yeah.
the land.
just basically
Then-
land.
One in the Target Shopping Center, yeah.
I bet you it's gonna be filled up.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
We're happy to locate it for you, Mr. Ashcraft, if you want it.
That'd be good, yeah,
I've got it. I know exactly where it is.
yeah.
I have no change on this one. Y'all have any comments?
Maybe
on
on these next few, since they're all commercial, if we could just locate them, pop them on the map. No,
Yeah,
I
that'll
didn't
make it
have
easy.
any except that,
Instead of digging through these books.
yeah. In my notes, that's all I had, is I just didn't like the comps they were providing.
It almost seemed that in most cases, there was not a full throttle defense. But it just seemed as though, it was almost as if just making opposition known.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good way to put it.
yeah. I think out of the
Going
ones
through the
presented
motion.
by that individual, this was the weaker one of all of them.
I did
I
too.
think, yeah. The other one's just kind of matter of cap rate. So what's the pleasure of the board?
Make a motion, we accept the county's valuation.
So I have a motion for Mr. Smith,
Second.
second for Mr. Ashcraft. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like
Hey, I
sign.
did that. Well, no, I won't say it. Don't worry about it.
So the motion's carried for the
Don't
current,
tease us.
for the current value of $5,773,600 to remain on hearing 9.
Okay, hearing 10 was for property key number 06162022. Taxpayer was Culberson Road 1 LLC, Baker Tilly, and Mr. Alcock was here representing them today.
This by the McDonald's.
And the liquor store.
Well, it was,
And the
and
liquor
it
store.
was the road, and I'm gonna say this, if you take out the size of the road, okay, that left side, whatever little bit that is, can I ask them what the value would be?
Yeah,
Well,
but I don't
that's
think-
where they get down to the .81 acres.
Yeah, see, that's,
Yeah,
that
but you
was
see
my
what I'm
point.
saying, but if the county takes off this, whatever that little piece is,
Yeah.
what's the value gonna be? Just curious. You know, it's
Well, it's a per acre difference. It's
just gonna be a little bit.
Yeah,
It'd be a little bit.
Minimum.
But that's why I said a lot's a lot, and, you know, I know.
Well,
you can-
at the prices per acre this is, a tenth of an acre or 2/10 of an acre is a lot of money.
Yeah,
yeah.
I just didn't know what it would be, and I don't know if
They were
it's
getting
2/10
it.
of an acre, I don't know
To
anything.
me, I thought they were getting into usable and what couldn't be used, and to me, you go.
You're gonna use it as that if
You
you put a
go
lot.
to, you're buying what's on that recorded plat, and that's at 1 point something acres, and not
1.3.
1.8 something
I know.
acres. And
And they would use that
What was
road.
it, 1.13?
it was 1 point something.
1.139.
Yeah.
1.139.
Went from,
That's what they bought.
It's pretty scary.
it
when you
went
remember
from
these
one,
numbers.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
they've got like this lot, right?
Right.
And they got road frontage on the front, they got road frontage on the right, and it's already paved and done, and one in the back. And one on the,
Well, I will agree with his argument that that road goes all the way back to the Lowe's. It services the McDonald's and
Oh,
everything
yeah.
else. And all he can effectively rent is the green grass. He can't rent the road.
Right.
Right.
You know, he can do a ground lease for .81 acres. He can't do one for
Right.
1.1.
Yeah.
That's the argument here.
Yeah.
Do you charge him for basically a common easement access road at full value of whatever it is per acre?
But if it's,
That gives
I
them
have a
access.
problem with that.
Yeah, but it gives them access.
right.
They
But-
gotta have a
It isn't
road.
him access, it's everybody behind him gets access.
Of course they do. Just
And
like
it's,
on the
and it's
right.
maintained by the shopping center. It's not maintained by him. It's not a private road.
Well, that's even better.
Well, it's a private road
well,
for the shopping center. It's not a
Right.
private road for him.
but isn't
Well, he's
that
got road
road
wrapping all
encompassed
around all
in
sides.
his lot?
Same thing in the back.
It is.
Right.
So that makes it,
But he
their
can't
road.
get any income off that road. He can get the income off of what is not paved.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's good road frontage on his lot.
But he can only get income off of what is
Right,
unpaved.
okay.
When he goes to lease a parcel to whoever it may be, AT&T, pick it, whoever it may be, Hardee's is gonna move in next door, whatever. He's got .81 acres.
Of
that he's-
usable.
Usable that he can effectively lease out. He doesn't have 1.1.
But
He
what
does.
helps make it,
You're right.
but what helps make that parcel desirable,
It's the access.
It's probably that road.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, if that road wasn't there, he'd still have access.
yeah.
Because he'd have front access and side access on the other side where he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
I've actually used that road to get to that McDonald's, so I know the
Yep.
road
Well,
is
I
used.
have too.
So what's the
glad.
pleasure, what's the pleasure of the board? We done.
Make a
I
motion.
know, we're beating this thing.
Why,
I make-
why would they, just, my first question, why would somebody buy that property with the lines drawn the way they are? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I gotta go by what the official document is, and the official document includes the roadway. So that's
Yeah.
like, you should have known that road, I've watched this development from the beginning, and it's been there the whole time.
Here's my question. How do you know it hadn't happened on other parcels? You know, in shopping centers. How do you know that?
Well,
I would just say.
In the county, and, you know, maybe it's laid out differently or not. I don't.
There was
I don't-
preliminary
Well, when
plat-
we
there-
have property that's got a floodplain or a power line or something, we give consideration for it being encumbered. The road encumbers this lot, actually. Yeah, it gives access, but it encumbers a section of the lot. And I think there has to be some consideration for that.
Does it encumber or
I don't
does it
think it
enhance?
does.
Encumbers it.
I really don't
Does it-
think.
It actually encumbers it because it becomes unusable. You can't.
That's all you're talking about,
You
it's
can't lease the road.
You can't lease the road, but the road
But the road is an asset.
is an asset.
And
It may be an asset, but it's an asset for everybody in the shopping center,
Yeah.
not just this person.
Yeah.
Mr.
So, you know,
Chairman.
if you looked at it from that point of view, you know,
Mr. Chairman,
I have a problem.
I make a motion that we accept the county's value of $977,200.
Second.
So I got a motion from Mr. Ashcraft, a second from Mr. Benson. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign?
Nay.
Nay.
Go on the record. I
Okay.
think that's, we should have given them consideration.
Okay. And
Hearing number 11 was for property key number 06162022E. This was for Cupperson Road 1 LLC. Baker Tilly was the agent. Mr. Alcock was here presenting on their behalf today.
And that's the one that they lowered because of the, what is it, the
85%.
Substantially lowered.
I think that
Well,
was
they had to.
pretty cut and dry, because I mean, they've treated all those equally across the
Yeah,
county with an
85%
85% adjustment.
And I would assume that basically there was a real value assigned to this and then taken 85% off. And,
I think it's
Yep.
good.
I make a recommendation that we accept the board's current value of $119,300.
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. O'Keefe to accept the current value of $119,300, and a second from Mr. Benson. All those, any discussion?
I'll just say, this is necessary for that millions of dollars of shopping center over there that they own.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the way it
Part
is.
of it.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value of $119,300 to be applied to hearing 11.
Hearing number 12 was for property key number 05114012. The taxpayer was Galley Plaza LLC. The agent is Baker Tilly. Mr. Alcock was here and presented on their behalf today.
This is the cap rate.
Yeah, it's been the
It's a
cap rate for most of it. It really is.
I think the next two are just cap rate
Yep.
differences, and,
Yeah. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we accept the county's current value of $2,750,500.
okay, so
Second.
Have a motion, second, I have a motion from Mr. Bench and a second from Mr. Ashcraft. Any discussion?
Yeah, I'll just say one thing. I ran it just at 6% based on their numbers. You
Yeah.
come up to 2.7 something the others, which is the value the county came with, so
It's close.
it's,
I mean,
it's right there.
Yeah, yeah,
It's good.
Here,
It's
here.
good.
good point.
Good point.
Okay.
It works. I
Yeah.
mean, the math works on
Yeah.
this one.
So everybody good?
Good.
All those in
Good.
favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value to remain on hearing 12 of $2,750,500.
Hearing number 13 was for property key number 07084315. The taxpayer was Indian Trails Partners LLC. The agent is Baker Tilly. Mr. Alcock was here and presented on their behalf today.
And this is the one that they did lower, the county lowered their value closer to what he was asking for. He did the
Yeah.
cap rate again.
And probably a more stable property, too. And,
Yeah.
I don't see where anything, which one are we on? I'm sorry.
13.
13.
Yeah, I don't
This
see
is
where,
the little separate,
I don't see where anything was lowered
Well,
on the front page.
the notice,
the notice
I'm
value
looking
versus
at the
current
agenda.
value.
I'm
That's
just
what I'm
looking at
looking
the
at.
valuation summary.
Yeah, the-
Look here, though, it started at
Here on our
3.1.
sheet.
Well, it still shows 3.1 here.
Yeah, but when you
Okay,
look
well,
here
that's
on-
what
look
I'm
on the
saying.
agenda.
That's what I'm saying, current value.
Okay.
It's 2760.
But usually they've knocked it down on this page too. and they
I
did.
agree.
Yeah, we have to,
Confused
we have to approve this value, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
And with that, Mr. Chairman, first of all, that gentleman was here for quite a few
Oh, yeah.
times.
Yeah, he was busy
He earned his
today.
keep.
yeah.
But I make a motion that we accept the county's current value of $2,760,300.
Okay, so I have a motion from Mr.
Second.
Benchin, a second from Mr. Smith. All those, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value to remain on hearing 13 of $2,760,300.
Hearing number 14 is going to be your addendum A. That is for the staff recommendations. Just a reminder, these are agreed-upon values between the county and the taxpayer.
I make a motion to accept addendum A as stated.
Second.
So I have a motion from Mr. Smith and a second from Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So motion is carried for tab 14 to be approved as presented.
Then hearing number 15 is going to be your addendum B. And this is where we have, the county has noticed the taxpayers of the value changes, but did not hear back from the taxpayers.
Make a motion, we accept addendum B as stated.
I have a motion for Mr. Smith,
Second.
second for Mr. Benchin. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed, like sign. So motion is carried for tab 15, addendum B to be approved as presented.
And that concludes our very long agenda and day today.
When I saw the agenda yesterday, I said, we'll probably be done an hour and a half.
Yeah. Wrong.
So we just need a motion to
So,
adjourn the meeting.
Make a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Like sign, so we are adjourned.
Next meeting Monday, 9 a.m.
Monday, Wednesday next week.
Monday morning.
Monday morning, 9 a.m.
9
I
a.m.
mentioned, Mark, I think I'll be able to be here for the whole thing, but I may have to leave during the deliberation.
Still have enough